I'm live. This should actually be working now.
This might be a dumb question to ask, but which soundtrack is the game using?
No, that's not a dumb question. I like that. It's a good question. Um, hold on. Let me adjust the live chat here. Okay. Woohoo! Now we're in business. Okay. So Sonic 3 Air is, if just for the uninitiated, let me make sure that actually looks okay. Yeah. Sonic 3 Air for the uninitiated is a remake of Sonic 3 that uses the assets from the Steam version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So it's like, it's mostly legal.
And Knuckles.
Yes. It's got a lot of features. We'll take a look at the options just for some of the amazingly cool stuff that you can do with this game.
If you list the features, you have to add "and Knuckles" at the end.
Yes, exactly. So you can see all of this here. So yes, so there's two soundtrack types. There's the emulated, which is just playing the original Genesis tracks, and remastered tracks by DJ Spin Dash, which sound incredible, by the way.
I still don't think you can hear us.
Brand new samples.
I'll give it a second for this. We can't hear us message to play.
You can't hear it on the YouTube stream?
The Discord. Give me.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I'm on my phone right now, because I'm too lazy to open up my computer upstairs.
Well,
Shit!
Oh, you alright?
No, I just dropped my spoon on the ground.
Okay, yeah, I can
Spoon
hear
on the
us.
ground.
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, you have to count after 6 years.
No, dude.
There's a big Nether update coming.
I know.
Alright, so for the audio, you have some options, obviously. You have the Sonic 3 or Sonic and Knuckles. You can change for all of these. Or you can do pick by zone. So, like, as you're going through the Sonic and Knuckles zones, it's the Sonic and Knuckles themes and so on. I like to keep everything Sonic 3 because I genuinely prefer Sonic 3s for a lot of these. Except for the Super Hyper theme, which we're using a version from the Sonic 3 type. Which, let's see if I can play it. No, that's not it. Where is it? Where is it? I must have skipped over it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, the mini-boss themes, I picked Sonic 3. Knuckles theme, I'm picking the Sonic 3 prototype. And then the Carnival Night Ice Cap and Launch Base originally had different music tracks. And I do like the original tracks, but I'm going to use the prototype version for Carnival Night and Launch Base because I actually prefer those. Although I'm keeping the original Ice Cap the same because hard times. Some other cool music features that you'll see as we go along. Obviously, visual enhancements to make it like make it sort of almost look like Sonic Mania, not in the sense of like rings will like disappear in the same way, or like little things that you'll notice throughout. Some new level layouts. There's a new Angel Island bombing sequence. All characters can get big arms. You can disable the Sandopolis ghosts. And then secrets. So I unlocked the drop dash and the peel out. Thing is, I'm going to be playing as Knuckles, so we're not going to see those. But basically, I have on max control Sonic, so you can...
basically, unlike Sonic, you don't chuck.
Exactly. I'd rather flex my muscles. You can turn off the Insta Shield, which is weird, but... you can also cancel super forms and get Tails to do both the super and hyper form. Other tweaks, debug mode, shields, you can change it so you have classic and elemental shields, or have them get stacked, like upgradable.
Nice.
Random monitors. You could change it so it's either Tails or Miles. Like, you could do all sorts of stuff with this. It's really cool. And then in the extras, you have like achievements and secrets that you unlock stuff. I unlocked Knuckles and Tails mode, and so that's what we're going to be playing, because that's the only one that I have not 100% completed yet. Axe selects, you can, do a lot. Time attack mode as well. Here's my normal save game file here. I've got Sonic and Tails, Knuckles, Tails, and Sonic alone. I've all 100%ed here. And now I'm going to play Tails and Knuckles. And Knuckles. So let's go.
And Knuckles.
Nope,
And
that's
Knuckles.
not it.
And Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles.
And Knuckles. So, new opening cutscene. Alright. And we start off. Basically, they changed the opening part of Angel Island so that the top actually has this. And it's so much easier to operate Tails' flight this time around. You don't need a second player. So I'm going to be using that a lot to get to bonuses and special rings and so on.
Knuckles time.
Knuckles time.
Remember, I'm on a delay, so I just let Knuckles get blown up.
Yeah. That's the new cutscene. That was originally in Mushroom Hill in Sonic and Knuckles, but they put it at the start of the Sonic 3 game in this special version. Alright, so I'm going to be getting all of the emeralds. I'm not going to go for perfects. I know that, is going to be annoying, and it was annoying me at first, too, but then I just decided I don't care enough to, get perfects on all of them, because that will take too long, and I will most likely screw it up. So I would rather just get all the emeralds as fast as I can without having to worry about that.
I mean, Knuckles doesn't have time for all that. He's got to get his master.
Yeah. So, how is life?
I'm finally finished with my speech class, and it's insane.
Well, a little early.
Because after speech is my acting class, which is really funny. Because instead of writing a speech and writing an original speech with a bunch of certain things and delivering it within a week, now we have 2 weeks to prepare to read a Dr. Seuss book to the class.
Wow.
Wow.
No, dude.
But it's nice though, because next year I don't have to take any science classes, and I've already gotten 4 science credits over time, so I just get to stack up on English and acting classes.
Nice.
That's the life.
It is, because
That's
the
so
only thing I don't really care too much about is I need another math credit, so I'm just taking stats. I love Tails' sprites in this so much.
Yeah, seriously. Actually, I've actually started modding this game, which is so weird because I never do mods. But I made 2 different mods, one of which we're playing right now, and you'll see what that is at the end of the game. But it's just I changed one piece of music, and you'll see that when we get to it. But I'm also...
Does it change the whole piece, or is it just remastered?
Sorry?
Is the song changed, or is it a remaster of the song which is supposed to be there?
It's a minor change of the song. You'll see when we get to it. But I just used some quick Audacity stuff. And then...
Audacity, the cool way to mix music.
Audacity is just a godsend.
Honestly, the fact that is freeware, has helped so many people
Also has
do
stayed
things.
along for this too.
I know.
I'm lost.
I mean, wasn't a lot of Turnabout musical mixed on Audacity?
I think so, yeah. Oh, shit. I fucked up. No, dude. Alright,
I mixed a lot of stuff for my final film project at RISD using Audacity because I wasn't about to go on to try to figure out how to use a new Adobe software.
I mean, if it works, right? I mean, like...
Yeah, because
it's
I used Premiere, which they had on their computer to actually edit videos and things, but I couldn't be bothered.
Like your red-white bass boosting?
Oh, I mean, I used that. I used that in Audacity. I just put an image I made in MS Paint on top of it.
Yes.
I'm starting to think I was gonna start using Vegas for my mixing, but then I'm like, nah, I'll just stick with that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever you're used to, honestly. If what you're used to can do what you need it to do, then just stay with it.
Yeah.
I switched to Vegas 15 and was like, what's going on here? So I just switched back to Vegas 3. That I got from a friend.
I mean, I got Minecraft from Archer.
Oh, sick.
Because I've had it on my Xbox for so long, but it's been in an old version. And so on my computer, I can actually go online and stuff. And out of nowhere, so many updates were just thrown in my face, but they were easy to navigate.
Let's see, I have Minecraft.
I miss Archer. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know right now, I'm trying to think. So Archer hasn't been online for a while because I'm trying to remember where it is. I don't know technical terms for so many things.
Well, explain it in your own special way.
I don't know my own special way. I can't even comprehend, let alone interpret or paraphrase.
What was I gonna say? Oh, right. I was gonna say about mods. I'm also running a mod right now that I didn't make that puts the Sonic 3 complete sprites in. That like fixes some like in special stages and like some other minor sprite changes that like improve it. And then I also made a mod that replaces all of the themes and stuff with the Masato Nakamura themes from Sonic 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Okay, is it bad that the first thing I want to do when I figure out how to mod sound files in the PC trilogy of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, is to replace all of Phoenix's voice clips with him screaming Maya from a game I won't mention because of spoiler. Is it bad that I want to do that?
No.
Do it.
just do the clip from the end of 600,000 volts. Maya!
Instead of the Maya, I thought you meant the audio glitch.
Oh.
I thought you meant like all of Phoenix's voice clips are just.
Oh my god, that would be perfect.
That'd be so funny.
I was thinking
as the
all
game
of Von
progresses,
Karma's
it gets more bass
replaced with
boosted.
this colossal waste of time.
Yes.
Oh god,
Just replace every sound effect. Replace every sound effect and audio clip from stuff like that. That'd
Replace every objection with Objuicy.
Yes! Yes!
Please.
You have to make that. Make it. And then
I have
replace.
to figure out how to mod the sound files.
Yeah, and then
first,
replace all the music with like the instrumentals of like the songs that go with each scene.
Oh my
Yes, that
God.
was also what I.
Think about
planned
how
on doing,
cool
you
that
know?
would be. Whoa. What in the world? There's Sonics up there. You won't see this until later, but
It's hydrosity.
yes, you are correct. You're right, and you should say it. It is Hydrosity. It's not Hydro City. It's Hydrosity.
Hydrosity.
That's
First version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles I played was the D.
the DS port. No, dude. That's the worst one because you can't access like the level select or anything.
I know.
Those are
Yeah.
that's what I like. Like that's the kind of stuff that I love to do the most playing these as a kid was just use like debug mode and stuff and just
Yeah.
mess around in the game.
Pretty much
Still have
everything.
private videos on my YouTube of me messing around with debug on.
I love how out of nowhere, I think like a couple of years ago, because I didn't really grow up too much on Sonic, only vaguely. I was more into the Mario series.
Yeah.
One of my friends, Ryan, is just goes absolutely batshit over Sonic, and I've just learned so much information just by sitting next to him.
Oh my god, I was the same way with my best friend when we were. I think, I mean, at first, before I was into Doctor Who, I learned everything I knew about it from him. And then, just by sitting next to him and asking him and talking to him about stuff. And then, basically, everything I know about superheroes, just in general, is also from him.
Nice.
Or them, I should say.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Even though I grew up with mostly Nintendo consoles, I was still a bigger Sonic fan than a Mario fan
Yeah.
growing up.
I think mostly
Me
because
too.
I played the Mario RPGs for the most part.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Like when
there's
the
one.
Superstar Saga remake came out, I went ape shit.
But isn't it, bad?
The remake?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really good, but I just like the graphics,
Yeah.
and I also like that we get to see Starlo just in the Minion Quest.
That's cool. Actually, that is really cool.
Yeah.
Because the only Mario and Luigi game I played was Bowser's Inside Story, and that's a very good game. But I'm
I
honestly
really like Dream Team, but as everyone says, the tutorials are really annoying and take way too long.
I'm honestly annoyed that Thousand Year Door has never seen a re-release. It seems like so. I mean, if you're gonna remake,
So good.
I know if you're gonna remake. I mean, obviously Superstar Saga is fantastic, but if you're gonna remake a Mario RPG, the #1 choice should be Thousand Year Door.
Yeah. I really hope that because with what's happened in the past, I should say, is whenever Nintendo related things get taken down on Roblox, that normally means that Nintendo is working on something relating to them. I swear. When the new Mario Maker came out, that's when they started taking things down beforehand. And when the Paper Mario roleplay thing got shut down, I was like, please give us Paper Mario remakes for Switch, please.
That would be fantastic. I know they did the same thing with AM2R.
Yeah.
You know about that?
I'm gonna say something very controversial here.
Who's talking about that?
I
What?
still don't have a Switch.
That's fair.
That's fair. They're
That's
still
fair.
expensive.
It's $300.
Yeah, and even the cheaper one, you can't dock or anything. So
Yeah, I don't.
Come
think
on,
that getting
dude.
A Switch Lite would be worth it.
what the hello?
Nugna
No! Fuck you, Tails!
No.
Oh, I got
What
it.
the heck is going on?
Oh.
What the heck is going on?
Oh no, dude. It was the classic case of the bubble was not spawning, and then Tails grabbed the bubble, and then I finally got one. Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh.
That was insane. That's never happened before. Uh-oh. I know where the other ring is. I just have to go up and get it.
How is my kettle getting hotter after I turned the stove off? I turned the stove off 5 minutes ago. I'm waiting it to go under 180.
It's because you're hot.
I'm not touching the kettle.
You heard it here first, folks. Larry Butch just called Miles Edgeworth hot.
That happened in the game.
Alright, I can't get to that bottom ring. That sucks. Whatever.
So,
And for the record, this is not a speedrun by any means. I usually play through the game much faster. I'm just trying to explore and get all the giant rings and stuff. What were you gonna say?
I definitely the video game that I've played the most is definitely when Portal 2 first came out for Xbox. Every single after I beat it for the first time, which took me a few hours over a weekend somehow, I ended up every single day when I'd come home from school, I would just replay Portal 2.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an awesome game, so.
I did that with Sonic Mania. I think as soon as I beat it for the first time, I went back and I beat it again.
That's fair though. Sonic Mania is so good.
Sonic Mania is absolutely a masterpiece. And just the the fact that they added Mighty and Ray into that, because Ray, if you look at my YouTube profile picture, it's a DeviantArt sticker of Gamma and Ray, which are my two favorite Sonic characters. Hence my I have a different username that's Gamma Ray 94, and it's Gamma Ray, and then 1994, the year that Sonic 3 and Knuckles came out. So,
honestly,
Sonic 3...
Now that I think about this, Portal 2 and Sonic Mania are two of the video games which I rarely ever, if ever, have seen people complain about.
I don't think I've seen anyone complain about Sonic Mania. Well, I mean, I think pre its release, people were like, oh, why are there only,
Yeah, but I mean, after it was out.
Why are there only, 4 original zones, right? Like, there should be more.
Yeah.
But that obviously was something that was Sega mandated, not...
Yeah.
But yeah, once it came out, no one cared.
I wonder if they had to fight to get the game delayed.
I think the only... Did it get delayed?
It got delayed from March to August.
Oh. Maybe. I don't know, actually. But either way...
Because Sega's not really known for,
delaying things to make it good, yeah. Except for Sonic Team Racing, they did that.
That's true. Because maybe they saw how well Sonic Mania did compared to Forces.
Yeah. I mean, you would think
I just wanted to make sure.
You would think after Sonic 06, they would, know not to do that, right?
And after changing Sonic Boom from, being Xbox One and into just a Wii U game, that they would learn their lessons.
I don't know. It's a whole thing.
I really hate that heating this kettle up to 200 degrees took a shorter amount of time than letting it cool down from 200 to 180.
Bad times.
I think temperatures should stop. Just in general. I think everything should be the same temperature constantly.
Oh, no!
So do you guys think that Christian Whitehead ports will ever come to PC and consoles?
I genuinely hope, although I doubt that it will anytime soon, because, and here's where I'm going to get into, I know I've mentioned that I've wanted to make a video essay about, Sonic 3 and why it hasn't been coming out and all the music and everything, but I can just, go into that if you want.
I mean, this can be your video essay. Unplanned, impromptu video essay.
Yeah, I love the Sonic 3 Knuckles soundtrack. Not only the soundtrack that got released, but, all the ones that didn't, right? I love the story of Sonic 3's development, everything that has to do with it, all the music that got written and rewritten, the fact that there's an entire Michael Jackson team score of the entire Sonic 3 and Knuckles that we don't have, that Sega has the demo tracks of, still.
But they can't probably legally release it.
Of course not. And the thing is, so for a long time there was 2 conflicting stories about whether or not Michael Jackson's music made it into the game. Obviously people had seen that a lot of these tracks sounded very similar to Michael Jackson songs, and Roger Hector, who was the head of STI, which was the Sega Technical Institute, it was basically Sega's American game development branch that developed Sonic 2 and 3, among other games. he said that Michael Jackson was brought on, but because of the child abuse stuff, his work was dropped from the game entirely. And then Brad Buxer, who was one of Michael Jackson's producers and co-composers, said in a 2008 interview that some of the music did end up in the final game. Or actually, I think
prototype coming out.
Yeah, I think he said it wasn't sure, but like he explicitly confirmed, like the credits theme was based on, or "Stranger in Moscow," the Michael Jackson song, was based on the Sonic 3 credits theme. A lot of other stuff like that, and so it was a while. It was like, do we know whether or not this music is in the game? Pop Fiction, which was a game trailer series, which I loved following. Confirmed with like an anonymous source that they trusted that some of the music did end up in the final game.
Right, campers. I heard from an anonymous source.
No, but seriously, no, but like
someone.
No, but like they were able to like say like we confirmed without a shadow of a doubt that this person was involved in Sonic 3, and they said that Carnival Night Zone was an example of one of the tracks that ended up in the final game. That was part of Sonic 3, part of the Michael Jackson score. Now, in recent years, there's been some debate how much Michael Jackson was involved, because the credits credit 6 different sound composers, including Jeff Grace, Brad Buxer, Sirocco Jones, Doug Grigsby III, and a few others.
Doug Grigsby III.
There's some great names in there, but they like these are all people who have worked with Michael Jackson on various albums. That they're still credited as sound composers in the game, so we don't know if it's like they worked on every song together, or if some of them worked on some of them and some of them didn't. We don't know for sure.
This morning, I wasn't expecting to join a call where Max played some Sonic games and talked about the Michael Jackson Sonic conspiracy.
But I love it. It's so good. And it's the thing is it's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy because it's true. We just don't have a lot of information on it.
Yeah, it's just funny to call it a conspiracy.
Yes, exactly.
It's funnier to call it a conspiracy than a working theory.
But yeah,
the development of the music process of Sonic 3.
Yeah, we know that Michael Jackson at least recorded demo tapes of all of the cues, and that he worked with his team to like flesh out the songs, and then Sega's sound team was going to be the one to program the demo tracks into the game. So if you listen to Masato Nakamura's Sonic 1 and 2 demos, for example, you can hear sort of how it worked, where the composer would make demo tracks with like MIDI, synthesized instruments, MIDI stuff, and then Sega sound team would translate that into the Genesis sound chip software.
Video game sound.
So what we know is that the entire Sonic 3 and Knuckles soundtrack, every cue was written by Michael Jackson's team. However, a combination of factors, perhaps it had something to do with the child abuse thing. Brad Buxer says it was because Michael Jackson was unhappy with the sound chip that he asked his name to be removed from the game. My guess is that Michael Jackson asked to be uncredited, and then they removed his stuff from the game. Sega decided to remove the stuff from the game because of the abuse scandal, but they still credited all of the Sonic 3 composers and had to come up with basically a new soundtrack to replace the Michael Jackson stuff. And that's the majority of the songs in Sonic 3 and Knuckles were done to replace Michael Jackson's work. Now, it's unsure whether some of the music in this game existed before Michael Jackson was brought on board, and then they, brought it back in, or what. But for some reason, we don't know why or how this happened, but some of the Michael Jackson tracks, maybe the ones that were finished being put into the game by the sound team before the rest of his work was dropped. We don't know. But at least some of the tracks from Sonic 3, the first half, made it into the final version of Sonic 3. And those tracks are Carnival Night Zone 1 and 2, Ice Cap Zone 1 and 2, Launch Base Zone 1 and 2, the competition menu, Knuckles theme, the mini boss theme, the credits theme. I think that's it.
I think that's it. You say after you name just.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah.
I mean, what you've already named is quite an extensive amount of information.
Yes. Some of the tracks. So yeah. So the prototype that was discovered in November, or whenever it was discovered, October actually. It's dated November 1993. Which is only supposedly a few weeks before the game was set to ship. But it is so different from the final version. It has Sonic 1 and 2 style sprites. Knuckles looks completely different. Sonic has a drop dash. There's stuff in the game about, like, Sonic being able to shoot rings as an attack or, like, use an air dash.
Wow.
What else? There's, so then the reason why we know those specific tracks that I just mentioned are Michael Jackson's teams is because the Sonic and Knuckles collection on PC, which used MIDI versions of all of the songs from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, when you're playing Sonic, they replaced all of those tracks that I just mentioned with different ones. Like entirely different tracks, and no one knew like why, and also they didn't sound very good on the MIDI hardware. So people are just like, what are these songs, and why did they replace the old ones? The prototype has the PC music as it was meant to be played on the Genesis, and it sounds so freaking good. Like those new old tracks are incredible. Like really, really excellent pieces of music. I mentioned that the Michael Jackson team's Ice Cap Zone is actually Brad Buxer's like almost full creation that got released in 2008 on like a complete set because they found a lot of these lost masters of the Jetsons songs. So and then people found it and put two and two together and was like, oh shit, this is this is Ice Cap Zone. So, oh, fuck. There we go. Yeah, so we know that that's Hard Times, and I will sing along when we get there. But
I think I've heard that too. Like,
yeah.
What song?
It's a real, I mean, the song itself is really good, but also because Ice Cap Zone is, I think, one of the best songs ever put in a Sonic game. But yeah, by the way, this music stuff is probably almost, like, for sure the reason why, like, Carnival Night, Ice Cap, and Launch Base have never returned in any, like, future Sonic game, like Generations or Mania. And, even though Ice Cap is a very popular stage, and, also, you can tell which tracks are definitely Sega's by if they got remixed in a later game. Like Sonic Mania, like Hydrocity, and a lot of like the boss themes and the like act jingles and stuff are all definitely Sega's work because they got remixed in future games. Whereas none of the Michael Jackson tracks came back except for Sonic Pocket Adventure. Which is a weird case, but I don't think anyone gave a crap about Sonic Fox Adventure. I don't think Sega realized just how legally in trouble they were with all these Michael Jackson tracks until like 2011. That was the last time that Sonic 3 and Knuckles has ever been re-released on Steam. And then shortly after that, they discovered fans discovered Hard Times being Ice Cap Zone, and then attempts to reach out to the Michael Jackson composers by Sonic Retro revealed that some of them are in some legal battles right now. And so some people are saying, hey, those legal battles are probably about, like relating to Sega. So there's probably there's probably a lawsuit that was either going to happen or like is like getting, or like Sega is intentionally trying to avoid a lawsuit by not re-releasing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And that's why, even though Christian Whitehead did his proof of concept of the mobile version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sega didn't take it up. So, are we ever going to see Sonic 3 and Knuckles re-released again? Probably not until this legal trouble gets worked out.
Thanks, Michael Jackson.
And
it's probably his estate that's actually.
Maybe it's his estate. Maybe it's all of the other composers who are like saying, "Hey, we need to be paid for all of the rest of this work." Right? It was the same reason why Masato Nakamura wasn't brought back for Sonic 3, because he owns the rights to all of those songs that he wrote, but Sega owns the performance rights, so they couldn't reuse that music in any future games. Unless, like, going through him and paying him a lot of money. So that's why the Sonic theme, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, doesn't come back after Sonic 1 and 2. And there's a version of Sonic Spinball out there that they had to, like... They didn't pull it from stores, but they had to re-release a second version of Sonic Spinball really quickly because the original version of Sonic Spinball used the Sonic theme in its game over and on the title screen, and then they were like, wait, we don't own the rights to this. So they had to re-release it with a new theme. So no, seriously, if you look up Sonic Spinball's like original music, it's a version of the Sonic theme, which is really cool, I think. But also, yeah. And so they didn't end up... Sonic Generations was the first time since Sonic 2 that they've been allowed to use the Sonic theme that Masato Nakamura worked.
Why, because I didn't play them chronologically, and I played Sonic Generations relatively early.
Yeah. But so that was the first time that the Sonic theme was used since Sonic 1 and 2, which is really cool. All right, I got all the Chaos Emeralds.
But also, wasn't Sonic...
Obama chuckled.
A lot of Sonic games
Were what?
Wasn't Sonic Generations also rushed like a lot of other Sonic games?
I mean, I don't think it was rushed. I think it was just a normal production cycle. It didn't get delayed or anything.
I thought it was just kind of fun to have the switching between them.
Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic Generations, but it's a bit short.
Yeah, oh, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, Sega's Sonic games are typically short because Sega is still, honestly, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's a relatively small gaming company. You know, like they literally they only make money off of Sonic and Hatsune Miku. I'm not kidding.
I forgot that they do those projects.
Sonic Media, made in 2 years, is a masterpiece. Sonic Forces, made over a time period of 5 years, and yet it's a complete disaster.
Well, the team got switched around a whole lot. They basically had to redo development very often.
Someone's playing Minecraft.
Yeah, it's me. I have the stream going on while I'm just kind of casually playing Minecraft in the background.
Sick. Yeah. The other thing is, even though we know like which songs were made by Sega and which ones were made by Michael Jackson's team, we don't know who in Sega did most of the Sega's tracks, because they're not good at like crediting. Like, all of the members of the sound team are credited in the credits, but we don't know who wrote each track. We only know who wrote some of them. We know some of the ones that Jun Senoi wrote, the one who would later become like the music head of Sonic. We know that some of the tracks that he wrote, but not even necessarily all of them. And we know who wrote Marble Garden, but we don't know who wrote most of the other tracks. We have an idea. We know who wrote the jingles for Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles. So we have that at least. But like we know very little. I wish we knew more, and so that's sort of what I want to get into, like what I want to uncover. Like who wrote each track is my thing. Anyway, that's the end of my long spiel about Sonic 3 music and legal issues.
Yeah. Well, what I meant to say was when is CD and Sonic 1 and 2's mobile ports coming to PC, but
the Sonic CD was released on PC.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sonic 1 and 2 just have not, and I
think it's because it's part of the Genesis collection on Steam.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I think just because they've already released Sonic 1 and 2 on like all those platforms, that in an ideal world, I would love for them to release a collection of Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles, and CD all together. Like all the Taxman versions of those all together. And I think that's what they wanted to do at first when they started making them, until they realized that they can't do that for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. So they just sort of dropped it, and they brought on Taxman for Sonic Mania instead.
The real Sonic 4.
Yeah. Thing is, as a kid, I remember when Sonic 4 came out, and I so wanted to believe that it was good. I convinced myself that Sonic 4 was good for years, because I wanted it so badly to be good. And so, like, I enjoyed it, but in hindsight, Sonic Mania was everything I wanted from a successor to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, everything that I loved about...
Basically, the Saturn game we never got.
Yeah. Everything I wanted, everything I loved about Sonic, even, like, the little details. Like, the things about, like, giant rings being the way that you get special stages. And, like, Act 2 having, like, mini-bosses at the end of Act 1. Act 2 having slightly remixed music. Like, all these little things that I loved about the structure of Sonic.
He loves composing all the remixes.
Yes, all the little things that I loved about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that I loved over Sonic 1 and 2, that I always wanted in a true successor to Sonic 3. Sonic Mania was the first game to provide all of that for me. And
the 3DS port got canceled.
There was a 3DS port of Sonic Mania?
The company that was going to make it shut down.
I didn't.
So it got canceled.
I don't remember. Was it ever announced?
No, but it was kind of sort of announced after the company went bankrupt that was going to port the game.
Oh, like these were the project that we were working on, and one of them was a 3DS port of Sonic Mania.
They offered to help make it, and then they were starting to make it. Then the company went bankrupt.
I see.
That's basically what happened. So.
Well, honestly, since we have a Switch port, like, all right. We have it portable. We have it on a.
I don't even think the Switch port was kind of a last-minute addition, right?
I don't think so.
It's like a lot of the earlier trailers since Switch, and then later on.
Well, back when it was announced, the Switch was still the NX.
Yeah, but there was no NX in any of the trailers.
Yeah, they announced Sonic Forces for the NX.
But they didn't announce Mania.
But they didn't announce Mania at first. You're right. They didn't announce Mania at first. But then they said, yeah, when the Switch got like revealed, they were like, yeah, we're releasing Sonic Mania on it, which is great. Because otherwise, yeah, I probably would have had to play it on PC then.
Do you think at this rate, do you think the Switch will beat out the PS4 this generation or not?
I don't know. The PS4 got quite a head start. I don't think...
Yeah, but the Switch has already sold how many units in the 3 years it's been out?
That's true. But the PS4 has been out for a long time, too.
Yeah. It's already outsold the Xbox One.
Oh, of course. Okay, here's Carnival Night music. I know you're a little delayed, so you won't hear it at first, but it's
on audio.
It's really good. It's a very different feel. I definitely get the gist that the Michael Jackson tracks of Carnival Night, Ice Cap, and Launch Base are all slightly I don't know if darker is the right word, but it's more of the sense of like you're getting toward the end of the game, right? And things are starting to get more serious, which makes sense if you have a Sonic 3 like ending at Launch Base Zone, right? Because originally it was one game and then got split into two. But this track is like as if this was just another stage in a long epic adventure of Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as one game.
You know, one thing that has always triggered me?
What?
Sonic was never good.
Oh,
For my team.
Oh, no. Sonic was never good is wrong.
Oh my god.
I mean, every Sonic... I think Sonic 1 definitely had issues because it was developed very quickly and there wasn't a lot of polish put into the later stages. But it was a solid formula. Sonic 2 is a fantastic game, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles is even better. Sonic CD has level design issues, but has god-tier music and...
Choose different soundtracks.
Exactly, 2 different soundtracks, both of which are excellent. And if you play it, if you like don't try to explore and you just play it through like a normal Sonic game, or like get the time stones through the special stages instead of like trying to get the good ending from the going to the good futures. It still is a lot of fun to play. And then I think Sonic Adventure, obviously, yes, has a crap ton of glitches, but at the same time, I feel like is the only 3D Sonic game to feel like a classic Sonic game in its gameplay style. And so I love it for that. And also the soundtrack.
Which one do you like the most out of the Sonic event?
Like which gameplay's the difference? And I think, like, lighting-wise, the Dreamcast version is better lit than the DX version. I don't really know. I mean, I played the DX version first. I have the Dreamcast version as well, but I haven't played it in a while because my Dreamcast is busted. Its disk drive is messed up at the moment. And I have been trying to get it repaired, but also, you know, money, and I don't have it with me, so I probably wouldn't play it anyway. I like both versions of the game. But I've played DX more.
I just don't get some of the issues that the later ports had. Like,
yeah.
Did you guys really put no effort into this?
Well, I think Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was such a hit on the GameCube that they decided, like, oh, we should release the first Sonic Adventure on the GameCube as well, and they did it very quickly, in true Sega fashion.
Yeah.
Porting games very quickly with some problems. Looking at
what the people want.
Looking at you, Sonic Genesis on Game Boy Advance.
I mean, it could have been done correctly, but they said nope.
No, yeah. Yeah, Stealth made a version where he's like, yeah, you can port Sonic 1 to the Game Boy Advance and have it not be bad. They just
The Game Boy Advance was 32-bit. I mean, of course, the sound card wasn't 32-bit, but at least the system itself, so what
They really didn't put any effort into the Knuckles version of Carnival Night 2. It's so fast. Speaking of...
Like, okay, we need to get this out. No more delays. Let's just get it out.
Oh, here we go. Ice Cap. I would take this time to leave. The pressure's on and I'm not some kind of strong man, so take this thing from me. Don't give it a second thought. I can see you got better things to do, so just take your things and leave. Hard times, happiest days of my life. Hard times gone by. Hard times, happiest days of my life. Hard times gone by. Late at night when the darkness is around me, I'm drinking all alone. Oh, I just switched to the super music. Whatever. Go check out Hard Times by the Jetsons. It's a genuine bop.
I've heard some of it, but yeah, I need to look up the rest of it.
It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty short, honestly. Do you like the new super music, by the way? The super music, this was in the, it was unused in the PC version and unused in the prototype, but, so, like, technically we don't know what this song was supposed to be, but it almost certainly was the super music. Like how, Sonic 2 had its own super music.
Yeah.
And I wish that they had kept it, because it's very good. Instead, they just use the invincibility themes, which makes you very sick of the. If you grew up with Sonic 3 and Knuckles like I did, it makes you very sick of the Sonic and Knuckles invincibility theme after a while.
So I know you liked WiiWare a lot. So did you have Sonic on WiiWare?
I think the only thing they released on WiiWare was Sonic 4, Episode 1.
They did.
That was...
wait, no, I mean the Genesis port thing, the Virtual Console version of Sonic.
No. I grew up with the Sonic Mega Collection on GameCube, and then later I got the Genesis cards. But yeah, I grew up with Mega Collection on GameCube, so that was my first time. Yeah, and we had it for a while, but I didn't, like, properly play it until, I got into Sonic around 2006, after watching one episode of Sonic Underground on,
I thought you were gonna say Sonic Boom.
No. Sonic Underground on,
Which
Pop.
plays on cables from time to time.
Yeah, I watched it
Seriously?
on a British channel called Pop, where they showed a lot of old, like, Deke cartoons. Yeah. They showed the Super Mario, the Super Mario 3 cartoon a lot.
The Super Show?
Not the Super Show, but they showed the Super Mario. They showed Super Mario 3 and Super Mario World, and they showed Sonic Underground, and eventually they showed, like, Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Saturday.
I just read all the DVDs from Blockbuster.
Yeah. But yeah, Sonic Underground was my introduction into the Sonic franchise.
Sonic X is mine.
I mean, I knew about Sonic X, and I guess I had seen an episode or two before, but I was not interested in it. But Sonic Underground I loved, and then I got into SatAM, and then I got it. SatAM is fantastic, and then I got into the classic games.
The original animatic for the entry.
I have seen that, yeah. Yeah, and I'm also very looking forward to the Season 3 animated team, because I followed the Season 3 webcomic when it was, like, running. It's still running. Not when it was running. It's
what?
There's a Season 3, a SatAM Season 3 webcomic that has been running for, like, 10 plus years. And the team finally got together, like, an animation team and voice acting to, like, animate it. Like, for real. And it looks...
to another Turnabout musical.
Well, like, they're making, like, actual genuine progress, and it looks so good. Also,
animators, not artists.
Yes, and also they've been working on this for literally, like, 20 years. So...
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So, early internet day.
Early internet, yeah. This team's been around since then. Since Ben Hurst, the showrunner of SatAM, was still alive, and was also, like, working on the project with them before he passed away. Like,
sweet.
It was really cool. Alright, here's the new launch base music.
I'm pissed that the mobile version of the Phoenix Wright trilogy removed a lot of music tracks and sound effect tracks.
Yeah, it was not a well done port.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even
I mean, what do you
optimized.
expect though?
I think I'm under the impression that the mobile ports of the rest of the games are good. Is that
yes,
true?
they are. They're amazing.
Like
They're
the
the best ways to play them.
they're the best ways to play. Would you say they're the best ways to play the 3DS ones too?
Yes, it has less lag than
Honestly,
the
yeah.
games, and they look better.
Cool. Yeah, I just want a Switch port of 4, 5, and 6, and Investigations 1 and 2, and DGS. But you know,
For the Switch ports, I don't know why. I don't like how the remastered art style looks for some reason.
It's not remastered. That's the problem.
the thing is, they're using.
Yeah, it's not remastered. It's just like with more.
But it looks so much.
It's just in HD, I guess.
It looks so much better than the mobile port though.
Yeah.
They're using the same art style, but I think they went back in and they tweaked the mobile stuff and made it look a lot better. And they're using the original artwork, like from the art book.
Yeah. That's the problem though. They're using the original artwork, not the thing that they made for the game. So.
What they made for the games was they based the sprites off the original artwork.
Yeah. But
Like-
they made little design tweaks along the way when they made the sprites that they didn't bother putting back on.
See, I don't know.
when they made the HD.
Controversial opinion. I don't think they really did that. I think it's just the compression of the sprites, like, removed a lot of, like, that. Like, it made it, like, look a lot. What's the
I have the
phrase?
upscaled version of the sprites that they left in the trilogy. Like before they compressed it down to DS size, I have those sheets. Some of them at least.
Alright, well, regardless, we can all agree on the Apollo Justice art always looks fantastic.
Yes, it
Oh
does.
yeah.
I also like that they, unlike the DS version, they actually bothered redrawing Gumshoe and Phoenix in the AJ style.
They did. That's right.
They did.
And the judge? Question mark?
The judge was redone in AJ already. He's slightly different in AJ than in the trilogy.
Apollo Justice, it's just really good for the art and music.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
The frickin' like Eurobeat rave pursuit theme. I love it.
Honestly, I remember last night I accidentally spent 2 hours writing an essay in a Discord chat, and I feel pretty bad for like people who actually went through and read it, because evidently they did. But I was talking about how Apollo Justice, one of the things I really, really like about it in terms of Phoenix being there, is that he doesn't change. His character doesn't change because people think that he's a lot different.
No.
playing
It's just
him
it's just
versus
Apollo's
seeing
perception of him.
You
Yeah.
get when you actually play as him, and I was talking about how part of the reason I really like Justice for All is that it shows really more of who Phoenix is and allows the player to actually separate themselves from Phoenix, while
Yeah.
at the same
It
time
was
still
an
being able to
expansion
relate
of
to
his
him and see him
character.
as a flawed protagonist, but still one that's like
Yeah.
just a dude.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. I think because you're seeing Phoenix through Apollo's eyes at first, and then I think this becomes, I mean, you know, say what you will about Spirit of Justice and Dual Destinies, but like, I think it's so funny that like when you're playing as Apollo or as Athena, like Phoenix feels like he does in Apollo Justice, where he's like, you know, a kind, wise, sort of sassy character, and then when you're actually playing as Phoenix and you're seeing his internal monologue, he's still like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So like,
Yeah,
you can
he's
tell
so
like
insane.
this is what Phoenix has been to everyone else the whole time. It's just because you can hear his
Exactly, and I love
thoughts.
that.
It's because you can hear his thoughts
I
and
would
show
have
just
been-
how much of a mess he actually is. It's so
Yeah, I'm always one of those people whom I always whenever I see a protagonist, I always sort of view them from the outside so I can sort of see how other people are interpreting them, especially with an internal monologue, because sometimes you can have an unreliable narrator, which Phoenix,
I'm
I
just
would not call him that in any way. But
Yeah.
he's a very personal narrator in that what I think is fascinating about him is when he sees cases, when he takes cases, he views them from a factual perspective and his own perspective rather than putting himself in the eyes of his client.
Yeah.
That's sort of the big essay I had last night.
I'm actually kind
And I
of
was talking about
Well,
how
you-
I love that, and I'm mad that so many people don't go
No.
into that. Because
Yeah.
it's so cool.
I kind of wish they mentioned a lot of his decisions in AJ and Dual Destinies, especially in case 3.
As if Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice cared about any of the games which preceded them.
I actually what you were just saying about like viewing the protagonist from without. Honestly, I get like what you just said about that. I get like Link from Breath of the Wild vibes. I don't know if you
Oh.
you know what I'm talking about. Like how Zelda sees Link in Breath of the Wild,
Yes.
and like
yes.
the diary entries that she has about him. It's like so interesting.
Because I feel like because growing up, like all the shit that I just read in general, I got so used to sometimes having a reliable narrator, sometimes not,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just over analyzing things. But sometimes that's fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Libel of the author. Since we were on the subject of Apollo Justice music and Spirit of Justice, one thing I like about Spirit of Justice music is that it brought back like most of the old composers. Right. And they all do
sisters. It's so good.
and they all do different like they brought back Masakazu Sugimoto to like Apollo Justice's new objection theme and like all the Apollo Justice like esque music. So
Yeah,
like
if there's one thing like I cannot complain and can only praise the music in Spirit of Justice. I love it so much.
They brought back
that's what I'm in.
they brought back Akemi Kimura for Karine Village. Like
I'm gonna say something very controversial here.
Yeah.
What?
I like the GBA version of JFA's soundtrack more.
That's fair. I understand that.
Yeah.
I prefer. I mean, I'm not alone in this. I know I'm not alone in this, but I prefer the GBA version of Trials and Tribulations as well.
Oh, I definitely do as well.
That's not a controversial take. Like everyone thinks that, but I just wanted to say it because the corners.
I always forget about the more technical aspects because I look so much into the general themes of the game because nobody really talks about that, and it's weird because as much as I'm not a fan of a lot of the cases, I still love the way that things were presented. I mean, I'm not going to complain about the last case. I love it so much. But, like, Big Top, what the fuck was that?
I
like it more the more I play it.
Yeah, like I said,
I like the way they present grief because it's a different way they do from the rest.
Yeah.
It's an unexpected yet realistic take on it, and it's unsettling, but in a way which it's supposed to be.
And it's the same with Eenie Miney. She goes through
Kimmy's favorite case.
Eenie Miney goes through the same thing, and so does Adrian.
Yeah.
Right? Like
like the themes of Spirit of Justice. Not Spirit of Justice. Justice for all.
Yeah.
The themes of Justice for all, because there's so much to do with how the different ways in which people take grieving over things.
Yes.
And Regina, it's unsettling because she's in a state of denial constantly.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah, and Regina in the state of denial about like it's. Like, honestly, take out Ben and Trilo and that entire subplot, and you have a very solid case.
Exactly. I remember going through it. That's all I could think about. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
That's what we're doing with Justice for All musical. Yeah. We're taking out Ben and Trilo and making it a really solid case.
And we're adding a lot more butts.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No.
We're adding butts to the last song.
He comes in.
No, literally, that's what we're doing, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Or at least that's what we think we're doing. I don't know.
That's what we should do.
Instead of Shelly the Killer, Larry Butts comes over.
No, wait, we should do what Gakuten No Spotlight did and just have the killer come out with the gun. Just come into the courtroom with
I
the
think
gun.
instead of the killer, it's just Larry.
Wait, what if the killer's true identity is Larry Butts?
The true mastermind.
It's like a bodysuit.
No, dude. Big arm is very tough.
I wonder why they removed a lot of the instruments in the DS versions of the trilogy soundtrack.
Probably file save.
What do you mean?
Like, I noticed like they have different instruments in the GBA and
Oh,
DS.
yeah, because you mentioned this, why you like the Justice for All better. Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations they sound a lot better on the Game Boy Advance because they were made for the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
So, Jesus Christ. Should I just restart this, like, act? I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm not having a good time here. I want to go into the final boss
I
with the...
can see Tails crying.
No,
don't
go,
Knuckles. You guys should listen to, since I know you were talking about the themes of the games and what's really interesting, you should listen to the Write Anything roundtable of the trilogy that I did with the Write Anything podcast. Christina's in
I
it.
don't want to listen to the Write Anything podcast. I listened to a bit of the first one and I turned it off because I can't handle things.
No, that one, no.
Send it to me, I'll listen.
Listen,
to it.
no, but seriously,
I'm mean.
listen.
Because I'm a mean person.
Listen to the no, but seriously, like, Christina's in it, I'm in it, Diana's in it. Like, we talk about the themes of the trilogy. It's like it's a really good conversation. I definitely recommend it.
Okay, I gotta find that then.
Yeah,
That's the thing. I feel like I'm gonna get mad.
No, you're not. You're not. If you go on Nerdification, I can I understand.
Oh, it's on notification.
Yeah, I can promise you. Yeah, go
I
on.
get mad when people talk about the first game. I get mad because people have little to no brain cells.
What do you
People
mean
have
by
so many
that?
brain cells on Apollo Justice, though.
No, but yeah, if you go to Notification Media, you can find the whole thing. I forget. Do they have it on SoundCloud? I think it's a SoundCloud link.
Larry Butt's SoundCloud rapper.
That's what I'm saying. Cause like, okay, so I don't know if you guys know that I was in a comedy band.
I'm not surprised.
I
It's
didn't.
called Saucy Party Brigade.
Saucy Party Brigade.
Yes.
That's
That we have.
that includes words from 3 different group chats I'm in.
But yes. Fuck. Come on,
Stop
Tails.
it, Tails is here. You can't say the F word around Tails.
I'm literally gonna die.
I have a theory for why Phoenix is not in Smash.
See, Tails left because you sweared around him. Oh,
I'm-
that was bad.
I'm
I
upset.
have a theory for why Phoenix isn't in Smash.
Do tell.
Juicy keeps hiding the invite.
Don't. You can stop now. It's okay. You can stop. Jesus.
Oh yeah, I still think it's one of my favorite jokes is when Joker got announced when people were because the official announcement was that he stole the invite.
Oh yeah,
and
so it's like, who
people
did he
kept
steal the
calling
invite from?
Bandana D and or Phoenix Wright just being sad.
I think some people said that like the Phoenix Wright trailer would start with him defending Joker being accused of stealing a Smash invite, and then it being revealed that the Smash
From
invite was,
Bandana D, from
and then it reveals
it's a double announcement.
no,
for
no, and
Phoenix
then it
Bandana
reveals,
D.
and then he looks through the court record and like finds that the Smash invite was originally for him.
He's like, what? Why did you do this? Why?
I love that.
That would be great.
I can't wait to.
who
If
would
Phoenix gets into
Phoenix's
Smash,
Echo
I really
Fighter
want to
be?
see Kirby's copy ability with his hair.
So who would you want Phoenix's Echo Fighter to be?
You have some options. It would if it would be anyone, it would be Edgeworth.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just want. Thing is,
Edgeworth could also be like a skin for him though, because I don't think they'd be too.
yeah, I think like Edgeworth would definitely be a palette swap color of him. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
That
about.
would definitely be a thing. I feel like Maya would be if they had a palette swap of Edgeworth, then Maya would probably be most plausible.
I remember for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, they had. Holy crap! Whoa!
They had a bunch of skins. For
Yeah.
Phoenix, right?
Yeah, for Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom, they had a bunch of.
Also a Cecil skin.
They had.
if I'm
They
not
had.
correct.
That's what I'm saying. They had alternate colors, and Edgeworth, and like because you're technically it's a 3-person like team that you're working with. You're working with Maya and Missile, and they all have different colors. So when you're playing as the Edgeworth skin, Maya is dressed like Francisca, and then there's a Godot skin, and I think Maya is dressed as Mia, and then there's a Sissel skin, and Maya is dressed as Lynn, and Missile is the Missile from Ghost Trick. It's like the coolest thing
That's
ever.
actually sweet. I love Ghost Trick so much.
I
I still
know.
haven't finished it. I need to finish it.
Finish it!
Who gets more rights.
Finish
I'm
it.
gonna finish it. I want to finish it.
Jesus Christ, Launch-Based Zone is really kicking my ass here.
Yes, it is.
What?
You
Tails
just
is
said
making
ask
a
for
hit for
that
you,
Tails too. I can't believe you'd do that.
I was not expecting to have this much difficulty. Tails, come here.
With an orb.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah.
Or at
Yeah.
least now on stream you're dead.
What? My stream? Oh.
Remember-
I thought you said my stream was dead, and I'm like, what?
No, oops. I meant the delay.
Just out of nowhere.
I don't have enough rings to be super. And when everyone is super, no one will be.
No one is.
So,
That's the real reason why.
Megamind stream.
That's the real reason why Tails
I know it's
can't go
amazing,
super.
So who's gonna grab Disney stock while it's pennies on the dollar?
I want to watch Megamind now, but I also
Fucking
want to watch The
finally.
Incredibles now.
Okay, I
Megamind
did it.
is so good.
You can fast forward
The
cutscenes.
special short. I forgot what it was called.
I'm literally taking Sonic's route. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to do this. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, whoops.
It's fine.
That's going mad.
You're trying your best.
Actually, it makes the launch based bosses easier. Actually.
Fast forwarding cutscene.
Yep. One of the many quality of life features of Sonic 3 Air. No one's in the chat. Let me check. Actually, I haven't checked. How many people are actually watching?
So it's
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm in the
Okay.
One of the
chat.
people
Hold on,
watching.
I just sent something very important in the chat.
Okay. See, this is the superior route because you get the final boss music when you fight Big Arms when you take Sonic's route. And I have it set so every character fights Big Arms. Originally in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, only Knuckles fights it.
Swole.
Because Knuckles is technically... I feel like Knuckles is supposed to be like hard mode. At least like the bosses are harder in Knuckles' route. Because he can't jump as high, and there's like more obstacles. But I'm fighting Sonic's versions of this boss, so it's easier.
So Max, have you gone to playing Investigations 2 yet?
Nope, but I'm gonna have time now.
Play it.
I know. I have to.
Play it.
I've been trying to get through my replay of Dual Destinies, and then I'll replay Investigations 1, and then I'll replay and then I'll play Investigations 2.
I'd say, yeah, you definitely have to replay Investigations 1 before 2, I would
Yeah.
say, because
Yeah.
a lot of things carry over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also
It's
takes
been a
place
long time.
days after investigations.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, it's literally 2 weeks
Shortest
after.
time frame between.
It's 2 weeks afterwards.
All right, finally. Launch base is donezo. Now I can move on to not having the emeralds again.
But yeah, the final case of Investigations 1 just hurt. It hurt to read the words Theatrum Neutralis. It really hurt.
But imagine that with logic
As
chess.
the Latin student, it hurt.
Everything
Like,
is
come on,
canceled.
it's 2 words and you mess up. Just subject adjective agreement.
There's
Hey,
a reason
Noun
why
adjective
the
agreement, I should say.
fictions have less spelling errors than the official ones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they actually like go through it over and over.
Dual Destinies, I think, was the worst.
All right, Super Emerald time.
Dual Destinies, I think, was the worst, just in general.
That's true.
The miracle never happened.
That's just the classic.
I'm
I was playing with
part of me is genuinely upset that they just didn't keep it in any of the re-releases.
Yeah, the fact that they fixed it kind of makes me a little sad.
They
because
started-
That means that like,
You know the first-
new players aren't gonna get it
Yeah.
unless they look back and
Yeah.
find old videos of it.
Exactly.
the miracle never happened.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
fixed
miracle
it.
never happened.
What's weird is that the WiiWare ports are almost straight up, like, almost identical to the DS versions, except they fixed they fixed it. They started fixing it with the WiiWare port. So they actually went back into the original game's code, like the original like Game Boy Advance script, and fixed
Just
it.
adding 2 letters.
Literally, they did that. I'm not sure they fixed any other typos. They definitely, but they fixed
Well, that's
that one.
because everyone knew
They
the
didn't
miracle never happened.
They didn't fix court. Well, now reconvene until the 3DS port of AJ. The mobile port still has that spelling
Oh
error.
yeah, and
Nice.
they changed Sawit's age in future games to make it align with History Investigations 2.
Oh yeah, oh my god. I remember as soon as I saw it in Investigations 2, I immediately said, please tell me we get a logic chess segment where he throws his hair. Please. Please.
Remember, Max still hasn't played Investigations too.
Still though, I'm just saying.
That's
'cause
okay.
He said that that's in Investigations 2.
I
didn't
know
say
he's
where
in the
he
game.
was.
I know he's in
Yeah,
the game.
I'm not giving away anything about why, where he is, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason why
He's-
they
he's
apparently the
he's-
reason they put that in and like Regina and all that is because Investigations 2 is the 10th anniversary game.
Yeah. And it's so good.
Yeah.
And now it's almost 10 years old. No, dude.
I can't say anything about something I really, really like in Investigations 2 that everyone
They
forgets
better
and
make
nobody
the
thinks
soundtrack
about ever
completely
because...
orchestrated. As I'm sorry.
What?
If
didn't hear
Investigations 2 ever comes to the West, they better make the whole soundtrack orchestrated as an apology.
Nah.
Ooh.
Do you really want to
That would be really cool to hear,
But-
Never
Investigations 2 soundtrack.
But jazz piano though.
something I'm gonna say.
But
Yeah, that's
but jazz piano though.
Yeah, like that would work very well for Investigations 2.
It worked well for 1 as well. 1 soundtrack
Yeah,
is fantastic, regardless
I
of
always have an option
how I
for
feel.
the orchestra or the original.
I know because every single time it happens, because I always know it's gonna happen, but every time it happens I cry. There's this one piece where there's a theme that starts playing when Gumshoe starts talking about something, and that always hits me because of the theme that it is, and it just kind of I want to if that ends up getting if Investigations 2 ends up getting an official localization and they end up remastering the soundtrack with that song, I will cry.
I know that feeling. I don't know what specifically you're talking about, but I've had that feeling many times.
Yeah.
That's like this is a weird, obscure example, but whenever they make like adaptations of key stories, like for anime, whenever they like make that music, whenever they like they change the music, but like in a really cool way, or like
I
they'll maintain musical moments identically from the original. I will cry.
I
They-
have an example, but it's some stupid nerd shit.
No, go.
It's mostly it's more common towards the beginning of the Shinkenger series, when there's this one piece that every few episodes it's a very mellow, orchestrated, sort of in the background version of the theme song,
Uh-huh.
but it's orchestrated so well, but it's also very, very subtle, and you can barely hear it,
Uh-huh.
and you have to listen for it, but it's there.
Yeah.
And it's always in pieces normally where it's individual characters getting ready to do something that they wouldn't have done without any sort of self-encouragement.
Mm.
Like, I don't really know how to explain it without talking about shit that no one's gonna know about, but
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
One thing that's really weird, just in general, is that most of the time, Power Rangers series are very different from the Super Sentai series.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can if you put them side by side, you'll know what's what. Power Rangers Samurai was just Shinkenger, but weird. The plot lines are all the same. The plot lines for every episode are all the same, but just toned down. Like, instead of the kid jumping off of scaffolding and breaking his own legs, he just throws his baseball stuff in the trash. That's the example I always give, because it's in, like, the 3rd episode.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Here's one.
But it's weird, because all of it's odd, because the characters are the characters are all the same, except for Shinken and Blue, which I do like. I feel like if Kevin had Ryonosuke's personality, I would just be uncomfortable watching it. But yeah, it's just really weird, because Power Rangers Samurai, again, it's not necessarily good, but I like the characters.
Power Rangers time.
Oh yeah, it's Power Rangers time. Fuck Mystic Force. My favorite thing is how no one complains about the Dino seasons.
Because it's dinosaurs.
Yeah, exactly.
Haha.
But I think it's also because Hasbro knows that
Those are the ones that sell
again,
the toys.
because it's dinosaurs, those are ones that people are going to be they're going to be expecting a bit more of, so they put a bit more into them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fun to watch, though. You just sit down and
I've forgotten that I've been.
pacing around the house now.
I forgot that I've been on stream. Like, my face has been on stream this entire time. Because I'm not watching my stream.
Yeah, because you're playing video games.
Because I'm playing a video game.
I just walked by something in the kitchen. It's an article that says, "The baked pasta of your dreams," which is really funny to me. Just that
Interesting.
phrase out of nowhere.
Oh, here's another one right here. If I recall correctly. No, dude.
Mushroom.
I hate mushrooms.
In Sonic or just in general?
I was quoting the Sonic movie.
Oh, I don't remember that line.
That's when he's like, spoilers for the Sonic
it's
movie.
Eggman. Oh yeah,
No, it's not Eggman.
I still haven't
It's
seen it, guys.
it's not that. It's because Sonic the whole time he's like, the next world that I'm gonna have to go to is this mushroom world.
I thought it
And
was
it's literally Mushroom
the
Hill Zone.
final- I thought it was the end credits thing.
Oh no, that's not what
we're talking about.
that is not what I was referring to.
I love that so much, though. Yeah, Nico, when you see the Sonic movie, the end credit scenes are definitely worth staying for.
Of course.
Like, don't not go.
I can't go to the theaters, guys.
Oh, well,
So I'm stuck waiting until it comes to video.
Yeah.
don't turn it off before the credit scenes.
Also, the opening music made me like unexpectedly emotional.
Oh, same.
I was like, why am I feeling things already? This is the Sonic
I remember,
movie.
I went with my friend Ryan, and of course I snuck food into the theater,
Uh-huh.
but he just gasped when it started playing. Also, I kind of vibe with it. There was this one little kid in the theater, and she went, "It's the Sonic music,"
Yes.
and I'm like, "Yep."
And then the Sega thing was like, oh wow. I was very impressed. I'm like, for the first movie that Sega has produced, that's a heck of a cool start. you
So,
know?
yeah. Is there gonna be a Sega
especially
Cinematic
considering
Universe?
that they definitely are planning on making more, and this was a baseline.
Yeah. I can't wait for, cause like it's so weird. Like at the end of the film with like the I looked at the copyright, and it's like the movie is copyright
Yeah.
Paramount Pictures and Sega of America, and I'm like, what?
Oh.
So like Sega of America owns like the right. I found that very interesting.
I just want to see stuff with the Chaos Emeralds, because we saw
I
the
know.
Echidna tribe at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, we know there's gonna be a Tubies of how successful this movie has been.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
You know the thing that Miyamoto was like interviewed, like, yeah, we could have just made a Mario movie like ourselves with just all the resources that we would use to just like make a game. But he was like, but I don't want to like take that opportunity away from other people. And I'm like, Miyamoto, like,
You're giving it
yes,
to Illumination.
yes, but also you're giving it to Illumination.
Yeah, because I mean that phrase by itself, that statement is really sweet, but Illumination.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't bother to see the Illumination Grinch because the amount of dramatic irony would just kind of hurt.
the only thing, literally the only significant thing about that Grinch for me is the Smash Ultimate thing.
Oh yeah, I love the Grinch leak.
Go back on my channel, and I have a video of me reacting to the Grinch leak for the first time.
I remember the Grinch leak. I remember at school, my friends and I were all talking about it, and I kept saying, "It's fake. It's fake."
I was not sure.
Because I was like, as much as I want some of them, it's
But
fake.
we got Ken and Ban.
If they were gonna add
We
a
got
Illumination
Ken and Bad-
property, they would add the minions first.
Yeah, we got Ken and Banjo in,
I know. I'm really happy about
and
Banjo.
and the thing, I really wanted it because I mean like Shadow would be cool and all that, but the main thing I wanted it for was the Chorus Kids, because
Not gonna lie.
I adore Rhythm Heaven, so I really want a Rhythm Heaven character in Smash.
Not gonna lie. Bandana D.
What about? Is that your?
Because I want Bandana D, and I remember I saw the Grinch leak, and I remember I said, I don't think Bandana D is gonna happen. This is getting me too hopeful.
No, Bandana D.
It's gotta be fake.
Bandana D wasn't in it.
I thought Bandana D was.
No, it wasn't.
That might have been another leak then. That's weird.
Yeah, I think it was a different one. Cause what? No,
I
dude.
was gonna say the Grinch leak definitely. I know that had Banjo, and that was the big one. I don't know why I thought Bandana D was in that.
What was in it was there were 7 extra characters. There were Ken, Shadow, Isaac, Gino.
I remember Shadow because that's what
Yeah.
Ryan was going.
Yeah.
about.
Ken, Shadow, Isaac, Gino, Banjo, Chorus.
Gino, that was it. That was it. Gino.
Yeah, yeah.
Not Bandana D.
Yeah,
Gino. That
yeah.
was it.
Yeah. Chorus
'Cause
Kids.
I was like, as much as I want Gino,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Chorus Kids, and then Mach Rider. And that was smart, because, like, they know, like, an NES Retro rep was, like, gonna be in the game. But no one, and
Yeah.
they were right, but no one in their right mind expected it to be Piranha Plant.
I love how many people got mad about Piranha Plant though.
Watch. I'm so glad I have all this stuff like archived. Like, watch my stream. I'm not. I'm like. I'm going through like phases of like. I'm not like quite angry. I'm just like. Really.
Surprised, but in a disappointed way.
I was just like. Didn't know how to react. If you watch my face, my face looked so I was lost. That's what it was. I was lost. That was my reaction to it.
I loved it because I thought it was hilarious.
No, I thought it was funny too. But I loved
it
because
reason.
I was so convinced that like we knew like any other potential characters that it could be, right? Like there's no way that he can surprise us.
I think it's because also it's me. I love incongruity. That's just one of my general favorite things. And Piranha Plant.
I know. I think it was a very similar reaction to Byleth.
My favorite thing was there was a video because again speaking of myself and incongruity, one of my favorite videos having to do with Smash releases is the chat's reaction on YouTube to new Fire Emblem character versus Cuphead me.
Oh yes. I mean, I feel like Cuphead would have. I feel like Cuphead would have been a bigger deal if Sans had not sort of set the bar, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they were definitely going for a Sans level like freak out. And I was like,
yeah.
Sans I was not expecting, clearly. But Cuphead
once Vine sauce just over and over in the streets.
Yes. Once
like he kept making jokes about it about to be Sans.
Yes.
And then it actually happened and I still can't get over Sans.
Yeah, that was one of the most iconic Smash moments, you know. It's like Mewtwo, that E3 2006, everyone is here. Like those are all like top tier iconic Smash announcement moments.
Yeah.
If we ever, when the Turnabout Musical original cast has a reunion, everyone's here.
I wish.
Yeah, I wish.
The miracle never happened.
Wait, like imagine how many people how many people would you have to track down to get a full original cast reunion?
A lot.
I don't even know like what you would do.
Go to Olive Garden.
Have you tried their new bottomless? Wait, what is it?
I've never been to Olive Garden.
I have been there a small handful of times, and I have had literally no emotional experience whatsoever at an Olive Garden. Like, I have no emotion connected.
Is it like a Target? Is it like...
Is it like what?
A Target. Like a Target store, the space. Does it feel like... Does it have the same...
No, it doesn't.
...emotional energy as a Target?
It does not.
No, we'll all meet at my
it's like if Cheesecake Factory was like sterilized.
I haven't been to Cheesecake Factory either.
I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it's not even like, I'm just trying to think of like essence, you know. I can't really say that.
I imagine it like a Target.
I can't really say that Target has a sterilized feel for me because I
don't like Target.
I technically work there.
Oh.
So
I've just become desensitized to it.
No, I don't think it has that energy. Maybe it's just the matter of like working with people together in that store. Like I like Target. I like the feeling of a Target.
I mean,
but I'm also white. But I'm also white, so it's like my home turf anyway. You know.
It's like Target is. I feel I need to make like a tier of the classes of white people zones because Whole Foods is definitely up there.
Oh, Whole Foods is up there.
Is near the top.
Nordstrom is near the top. Kohl's is S tier.
Yes.
Kohl's.
Kohl's
Oh
is
my
S
god,
tier.
that's what I have to get my pants at Kohl's because that's the only place that has pants that fit me.
Me too.
This is insane. I have a relative to normal body proportions. I'm like fucking Duncan from Total Drama Island in that I have a very long torso but short legs.
Fascinating.
It's insane. I have to get pants, I think 3/4 of the time in the kids department.
Yikes.
It's really
I either
awkward.
get my clothes at Walmart or Target.
I have to get shoes and pants in the kids department.
Haha. I've
Although
literally only
it's a
learned.
nice thing for shoes though, because do you know how inexpensive children's dress shoes are?
Yes.
It's amazing.
I wish that I didn't have freakishly large feet. But alas.
It's a part
So,
of being
oh no,
the
I
buttsman.
wanted to stay silent because I wanted the awkward moment of talking about Max's feet and then it just being quiet.
I'm just saying, like, what a wonderful topic of conversation for this Sonic stream.
For Sonic.
Do I need to bring up that drawing you drew?
What drawing?
Oh yes, of course.
The tails with.
Hey,
with
I'm not the
feet.
one that banned it from the server. You're the one who banned it from the server.
What?
Tails' feet.
Oh, never mind that one.
I banned it.
That
but
I
you
drew
wanted me to
back
talk about
like
it on the stream.
10 years
On the
ago.
stream. The
I was
stream.
hey, I was
Don't worry,
trying
At least it's not my friend's accidental Yoshi vor art.
I was trying to explain Tails' origin story, okay? And like why Tails has like shoes. Okay?
Tails feet.
Here, this is you want to hear what that origin story was? It's terrible, but you know, it's great. So
No, absolutely.
his dad, well, he's very young. He was like a little,
Man.
he was a little baby. There's like his dad, like found this like machine in the woods and like blew it up and like it turned into a vat of toxic waste. It was actually one of Kintobor's experiments. So Kintobor being the good Robotnik from the do you know about Kintobor?
Somewhat.
I do not. I do not at all.
It's from like the early Western Sonic lore. Kintobor was really big in that. Mostly used in Sonic the Comic, the British comic series. But I adapted it for use in my own thing. But anyway, it's basically Kintobor is Robotnik before becoming evil. And he was working on experiments. Are you laughing at me?
No, I'm laughing at my lesson.
Anyway.
Honestly, I'm not laughing. I'm just placing a couple of Minecraft blocks.
Got it. Anyway. Yeah, so, and then Kintobor, like, saw it and was like, oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that. And then, like, his dad, like, fucking dies in a vat of toxic waste. And then he gets mutated and grows an extra tail. And then his hands and feet are ruined. And so Kintobor gives him, like, gloves and shoes while he's, like, still unconscious.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's
a
why...
whole thing.
That's why Tails' feet.
That's why Tails' feet.
Yeah.
And now silent.
I love. There's an interview with Ben Schwartz. Like I think Polygon did it.
I love Ben Schwartz.
The Ben Schwartz Polygon interview is so fucking amazing. Check it out.
Yes.
Check it out if you haven't seen it. But there's a
I
question.
have.
There's a question where he's like, Sonic runs fast. But what is Sonic running from? Just like as a joke. And he's like, you say that, but that's actually answered in the movie. Which is funny. Okay, I need 2
He's
emeralds
from
left.
T-posing Larry Butts.
Ben Schwartz in general is just a legend.
He is fantastic. He's from the generation that calls levels boards. That's how iconic he is.
God.
He's from a different era.
But at the same time, like, he's from a different era, but he knows how to communicate.
I feel like he's the best Sonic voice to me.
Like, do you know how many
He's-
characters he's voiced?
He is
Flossing,
so
yapping.
his Sonic voice. I don't know if I could. Would I say it's the best Sonic voice? I'd be inclined to agree with you. You can definitely tell that he studied every voice actor. Like he studied Jaleel White, he studied
yeah.
Ryan Drummond, he studied Jason Griffith, he studied Roger Craig Smith, and you can trace aspects of all of his performances from previous Sonic voices, which is
And it's also really cool
fantastic.
because it's still the Ben Schwartz vibe. Like if I hear him,
Yes.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's him.
yeah. But at the same time, it's also unambiguously Sonic.
Yeah.
And
Like, it just
there's a
replaces
part.
Craig
This is
Smith
also
with
this is
Ben
also
Schwartz.
slight spoilers where Sonic and Robotnik don't interact a whole lot in the movie, like in person. But when they do, Sonic, it's so incredible how they set this up. So Sonic has a habit of like calling people like based on food. So like he calls
Yeah, Eggman.
So,
It's
yeah.
so good.
So he calls a white guy. He calls James Marsden. No, dude. Sorry. He calls James Marsden Donut Lord, and he calls Tika Sumpter Pretzel Lady, and so that continues when he meets Robotnik and calls him Eggman. And I gotta say,
Eggman.
when he did that, I got like full body chills because I was not. I mean, I was not expecting that. And then he said it, and I was like, holy shit. And it sounds so right. Because everyone says Robotnik the whole movie, and then he's the first person to say Eggman in that Sonic way. And I just like, I was very moved.
So good.
As
Have a bee farm in Minecraft. I love it. Sonic 3 and bees.
and what?
And
The bees.
bees.
Why?
In
I'm
Minecraft.
playing Minecraft and I got a bee farm. Bee farm going.
The trans Minecraft bees?
Absolutely.
All I know about the bees from Minecraft is that they are trans. Is that correct?
Absolutely. That's real. That's canon.
Thank fucking God. It's about time we've had some good trans representation in media.
The Minecraft bees.
I hope I remember where all of these big rings are, because I messed that one up. Thankfully, with Knuckles and Tails, I have a lot of mobility to explore. If I have to, I'll bring up like a map, but I don't want to have to do that.
Oh, whoops. I accidentally hit a cow when I didn't mean to. Knuckles fly, Knuckles fly.
I had to like learn where all of these big rings are, and I hope I remember where they all are. Meow.
I love the meow meme because at first it was when the movie didn't look all that appealing,
Yeah.
but it's still a thing because it's still funny.
It's not a bad line. Like,
Yeah, it's just generally also because Cats came out around the same time, so
oh no, dude.
yeah, you know, you kind of have to.
Yeah. Speaking of cats, I still have battle scars on my arm from when I visited my sister. And she has a cat.
Cats
Yeah.
are awesome.
I love cats.
Cats don't love you, they tolerate you.
Hmm.
Sometimes, you know, cats can love you. You just
Yeah.
have to understand how they interact with people.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I
Better
hate to
was
quote
that way.
cat, but a cat is not a dog.
Thank you.
What was that song from the Tom and Jerry movie?
No.
No, that's from Cats.
No, I'm trying to remember that song from Tom
There
and
is-
Jerry the movie.
I forgot that there was a Tom and Jerry movie.
It's god awful.
I know.
Do you remember Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties?
No! You made me mess up! That was perfectly timed. Well done.
Garfield makes you mess up stuff.
You said, wow, that was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Hold on, speaking of Garfield, I don't know if I have a new Edgeworth Garfield, but
No.
I certainly have a few. I just really like
Order
Latin. It's just me drawing Garfield Edgeworth on the board.
Dang it, I'm really in trouble now. Getting the emeralds
Maybe
for some...
you should get yourself out of trouble.
You know what? That's a really good idea. I hadn't thought of that.
Prepare for trouble.
And make a double.
Meowth, that's right. Don't.
I don't know
Don't.
what that noise I just made was, but
Okay, take
Remember
3.
the Animazement panel? The
Yes.
Turnabout Musical Animazement.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Turnabout Musical Live was
yeah,
also
why?
was also supposed to go on at Animazement, and then it didn't.
Wait, what? What was supposed to go on at Animazement?
I think originally they were trying to do Turnabout Musical Live at Animazement.
Ooh.
And then they tried to...
From the Animazement panel, you could hear all the background noise, so it was probably the best idea not doing that.
Yeah. I think it was the idea... Like, they had to... They were going to do it at the panel because I think it would have, like, cost less, you know, to do it there. Wait a second. Wait a diddly darn second.
Max messes up Sonic ASMR.
No, I didn't mess up. What if we do the new version of Turnabout at a convention?
Holy shit, that would actually be sweet.
It would cost less money. That's a really good idea.
And it would also be like an ideal place for it too.
We can advertise the crap out of it.
I like that this is captured on video for all to see for the future. That's actually not a bad idea. I will look into that.
That's a good idea.
And then
So
it's also a good event that you can get people together to see it.
Because getting a panel, also if people aren't originally tuned in with it.
Yeah, so like they'll know about it,
no place to learn.
and it's a good opportunity that people that like know or like original Turnabout people can
Know
come
about
because
Ace Attorney, but not necessarily Turnabout Musical.
yeah. I mean, we'd have to wait for Virus, but like whenever cons go back on, I think that's might be a decent opportunity. I guess the main thing would just be we would have to find like a local cast and then like practice it,
Yeah.
and then all go together. So it would still be
I would definitely be able to because I've mentioned stuff about Turnabout Musical to my friends and
Yeah.
a bunch of them think it's really cool and a bunch of them are also theater kids who aren't actually theater kids because they have real personalities.
me. I'm
Yeah,
one of them.
exactly,
I'm one of
same.
them. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Problem is,
God.
how would I get there? Because I want to go there, but I don't have, rights.
You don't have rights.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it wouldn't. We would wait until the world stops being plague
Being
infested.
coronavirus.
Yeah,
Well, they keep canceling every con.
yeah. So it might be like another year
mean,
or so, but
I was not expecting Rhode Island to shut down schools because everyone would go apeshit at Governor Lady because people need to eat at schools.
oh yeah,
And there's no plan to do so otherwise, but just today there was a notification that school's out for at least next week. I mean, the thing about Rhode Island is, I mean, I'm gonna talk a little politics very quickly here, is that the governor's Gina Raimondo, and as much as I don't like her, I'm not in New York anymore, and it's not Andrew Cuomo anymore, so...
Yeah. I think talking about Rhode Island... I think talking about Rhode Island is a small enough, like... thing
it's just obscure enough.
It's just obscure enough that we won't get in trouble.
I just know it as the island that Family Guy takes place in.
It's not even an island.
What?
I mean the state.
No,
the
it's
state.
not.
Rhode Island? Wait, Family Guy takes place in Rhode Island?
Yeah, it does. I mean,
what?
What the?
State.
Wait, Family Guy takes place in Rhode Island?
I think so.
What?
Are you sure it's not Long Island?
I mean, the thing about Rhode Island is people from Rhode Island think that being from Rhode Island is a personality. And they think that it's a cool personality. They think it's a cool personality to have, but in reality, it's just bootleg Massachusetts. Like, saying Buffalo does not make you any different than anyone from Boston.
Aren't they technically, like, the first state or something? Or, like, the first one to declare independence or some
Delaware
shit?
Or something. I don't know. I thought that was Delaware.
Maybe it was.
Oh, no. What do you mean by the first state?
The first... I'm not sure if they're either the first state or the first one to declare independence.
I don't know.
I don't know. But they're, like, first...
The only cool thing about Rhode Island is
no, dude! Okay, we're good. Sorry.
It's Mom and Nick.
We're good.
Don't apologize for yelling at video games.
We're all fine here now, thank you.
Heated gamer moment.
Epic gamer moment. Okay. Continue with your Rhode Island.
Oh yeah, the only kind of cool thing is that I don't know much about it, but some people do. The local history involves a lot of ghosts.
Oh.
Imagine bumping into the same thing twice.
Where is it? Where? Okay. I think I know where I'm supposed to go.
Jump.
Okay. I know where we're supposed to go. Yes!
I believe in you.
Oh no, I'm in trouble. Yeah, boy! Sick. Alright. We got all the emeralds.
Obama chuckled. You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
That's one of my favorite memes. I love it so much.
Same.
I think it's so funny how the Then Perish came from a hello meme about Obama.
Cool thing.
It's wonderful.
I mean, my favorite thing about hello Then Perish
now Knuckles can be Knuckles on Gatorade or Mountain Dew.
I made a post where I put the part of the Then Perish conversation right next to the Kill Claudio thing from Much Ado About Nothing.
Yes!
Because it's literally the same dialogue.
You're right! You're literally right!
Exact dialogue. Like, bid me do anything for thee. Like, Mr. Obama, please, I'll do anything, then perish.
That's so funny. Cinematic parallels.
Oh, that reminds me. I also made a post saying that, that Kill Claudio is the cake is a lie of Much Ado About Nothing, because every other thing in the play is funnier, just like everything else GLaDOS says in game is funnier, but just the phenomenon of it makes it a lot funnier than it originally was.
Yeah. You're right, you are correct. Especially given, like, depending on, like, how you're doing the production, like, obviously the characters take this very seriously, but if, like, it's so, but if you play it, like, so it's unexpected, it can play off really funny.
Yeah.
Even though the rest of the scene around it is very serious. It is so good. That tweet that you made about, like, if Twelfth Night had the same level of, you know, cultural appreciation as Macbeth, like, that's... I mean, Much Ado is very popular, and rightly so. No, dude.
Yeah. Like Macbeth, I don't know. To me, Macbeth is it's relatively boring for how popular it is.
I think it's just the novelty of, hey,
Before
it's
lesson at school.
Hello?
What was that? F.
Did someone join the call?
I feel like Nico just said something very quickly, and it was like, I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe it was just an be right back.
Maybe.
No, dude.
But yeah, I feel like Macbeth, I mean, it's not bad, but it's just,
What the
for
hell?
how popular it is, it's kind of boring.
Genuinely, I can't really, besides Romeo and Juliet, I can't really think of, like, a really popular Shakespeare play that I think is not very good. You know?
I mean, I personally like Romeo and Juliet, but also it's overdone. It's overdone.
Yeah, no,
And
I
it's
think,
also misinterpreted too much.
yeah,
Because people forget that the prologue says that the two households are both alike in dignity.
yeah.
So people are like, what if we made a Romeo and Juliet adaptation where Tybalt was racist?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you.
I like Hamlet, but I don't want to analyze it in school ever. And I'm trying to avoid that this year. Because I just don't think any meaningful conversations will come out of it.
Yeah. Particularly in high school.
Yeah, because I feel like because we read Beowulf and Grendel, and I feel like the Hamlet conversation is going to be similar to that conversation. Because most of the time in my honors Britlet class, we do the thing where you sit in a circle and you have a discussion.
Yeah.
And I don't want to just hear
the seminar.
Hamlet is depressed, Ophelia is a woman. Like,
have you read Sir Gawain and the Green Knight?
no, I have not.
Dude, Sir Gawain and the Green Knight is epic. Like, it's so good. It's literally
Right now.
I think it's definitely the most like modernly accessible like Arthurian anything, and it's really well written and refreshing in a way that like you wouldn't expect from a medieval.
What's the title again? I'm putting it in.
Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. If there's a I think I don't remember her name, but there's a really good modern English translation of it. I definitely recommend checking out.
I know that the advisor of my philosophy club mentioned it to me like 2 weeks ago.
No, it's really good, and they're making a movie version of it with Dev Patel as Gawain.
If you look it up, then that's something that comes up as a.
It looks so.
As an option.
It looks really good, and not just because Dev Patel is a hottie.
That's fair.
No, but it looks really good, and like I love Gawain and the Green Knight a lot. One of my best friends and I for a theater project in high school, we were like supposed to like do like a design, like design project, and we did ours on Gawain and the Green Knight.
Nice.
Because it's very good.
Oh, somebody. I just got. Hold on. I just got a message saying, question, what is Much Ado About Nothing about?
Nothing. And by nothing and by nothing I mean
nothing, as in the euphemism.
Yeah, and nothing as in vagina. Uh-oh, am I gonna get
it's called Much Ado About. Do you remember that one post online that was like the translation of Much Ado About Nothing's title?
No.
Oh. It was just like freaking out over vagina.
Oh. Yep.
Which is exactly what happens.
Our school did a fantastic Much Ado last year with a really good friend of mine as Hero, and I was the messenger. And we added in little bits where, like, I want to, like, sword play, like they do in the thingy, in the mask, or whatever it is. Like, we have it so, they... No, dude. We had it so, like, the main... Like, Don John, and, Benedict, and the vanilla guy, and,
vanilla guy.
And the guy who pretends to be the guy that Hero is supposed to be cheating on, but isn't.
Yeah.
I can't remember their names very well. But we had it so, like, they did
Man, I would humiliate you on stream.
They did, like...
Knuckles.
Yeah. They did, like, a sword dance. And then I really wanted to be a part of it, like, my character. But, like, I wasn't allowed to. And so, like,
No right.
so, like,
No right.
during the transitions and stuff, when I'm, like, placing benches and so on, I tried to, like, practice the sword thing, just, like, on my own, like, without a sword, and then I get caught. And then at the very end, as I'm moving... Yeah, and then I, like, run away. And then at the very end, as I move something on stage, and one of the guys comes and, like, gives me a sword. And it's, like, it's really cool. F.
I'm trying... Oh, yeah. The most recent Shakespeare production I was in was, production of Twelfth Night as Antonio. And my favorite bit was that, we just... It was a true modern comedy. It wasn't modernized, as in the language wasn't, but...
The humor
like,
was.
Yeah, the swords were Minecraft swords.
What?
Yeah.
No.
We had to use I remember people were, I had the Minecraft sword, I had it, like, tucked in behind, just under my clothes behind me, and when I took it out, everyone just started going ape shit.
I absolutely would. That's wild.
I love getting dragged off the stage while just someone takes a Minecraft sword from me.
We were supposed to do a production of The Odyssey in a few weeks, and it just got canceled. But actually, it didn't get, like, fully canceled, because we're gonna redo it in the spring, or not the spring, the fall. Where we delayed it until the fall. But, like, all of the people that are seniors now are still gonna be able to come back and do it.
Nice.
Which is...
They might have to do that with my school talent show.
Which is so...
Because
yeah.
it was supposed to be yesterday and Wednesday, but canceled. School didn't get canceled, just the talent show.
That does not make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it was really bad because they canceled it the night it was going to happen. That's when they announced it.
Jeez. And
that was also the day of club photos. So, like, all of us were doing club photos, and then right afterwards, we rushed to get ready for the talent show. And my friend Ellie, she was halfway through doing her makeup for the talent show when she got the notification that it was canceled.
What?
Until further notice. Yeah.
That's BS.
Yeah, I'm... As sad as I am, I'm also happy that I'm gonna have enough time to make sure that we're doing a kazoo quartet of Take a Chance on Me.
Oh my goodness.
And every single time I go through it, my mouth bleeds a little bit. So I'm happy that I have time to get through that.
Is it bleeding because of what you're doing, or because of... Like, it's so
because
bad.
of what you're doing, or
Yeah, like, is it so bad that it makes your mouth bleed? Unrelated
Oh,
to
yeah.
unrelated to the stitches.
oh no, it's related to the stitches.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to
It's
make
not even the
I was trying to make a
stitches
funny,
anymore,
and
it's like
it
a
didn't
weird
work.
confusion.
I like having the Sonic 3 mini-boss theme in Knuckles, because then you can actually hear, like, the whole thing without just bodying them, like, really fast. What you do in Sonic 3.
I love how you can like barely see Tails with the lava sometimes.
Yeah. Once you get to Act 2, that's not a problem.
Bless you.
Actually,
God, one day I want to do a production of Shakespeare Abridged so badly.
is it good?
It's so fun. It's so good. I love it. All productions are a bit different though, which makes sense because it is a comedy and it always has some pop culture references or whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Like one of the the one that they actually taped and have on YouTube. I know that's the one where I think it's Adam who says Frank Sinatra is God during the backwards production of Hamlet.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because some jokes get switched up and a lot of stuff is also just there's a lot of on the spot stuff. And it's so much fun.
I really don't know enough about the show, to be honest.
Again, the one of the productions is on YouTube, and actually one of the writers, Adam Long, he was in it. He was in that one.
The aforementioned Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Oh, aforementioned or aforementioned?
I say aforementioned, but
Have you heard people say aforementioned?
a couple of times, probably. Probably because I didn't say "wait, what" when you said aforementioned.
I'm just wondering if it's like actually a correct pronunciation or if it's just me saying it wrong my whole life.
I mean, it could be that.
I mean,
Because
like I know it's aforementioned, but like, who the fuck says aforementioned enough that like
everyone who says the word aforementioned.
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Do this. Hold on, I'm gonna put pronounce. What the fuck?
What's up?
I really hate the Google pronunciation because it says aforementioned. No.
Oof.
Everyone.
That one is
emphasizes
definitely
the syllable.
incorrect.
Fuck off. Everybody emphasizes the first syllable. Fuck off.
Aforementioned?
Fuck off.
Alright, here we go. Sky Sanctuary is the final area.
My favorite thing is just seeing about some Sonic sprites is when like you're going upstairs and you just kind of run in midair.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's just
fun.
a fun thing to look at.
Yeah. No, dude.
Same with a lot of games when they're just instead of some sort of falling animation, there's just running.
Alright. Wait, there's no tails here.
Blaster obliterated.
There's no tails here. That sucks. I guess that would make this too easy.
He's staying safe.
And you can't even use Hyper Knuckles against this dude.
He's staying safe from the LA gangs.
Oh, fuck. He sniped me. Okay, here we go. No, dude! Ugh, got the ring. Okay. I like doing this thing with Knuckles where, like, you hit left and right so much that it just looks like he's just, like, floating toward you.
Floating Knuckles, the spirit of Knuckles the Echidna.
I saw some people fan casting Sonic Movie 2 and, like,
Ooh.
having, like, The Rock as Knuckles. And, like...
Dwayne Johnson is Knuckles and Ben Schwartz
No, but, like...
is Sonic.
No, but but, like, actually, like, listening to, like, the voice clips and stuff that they picked out and, like, comparing it to, like showing, like, pictures of Knuckles, like, with it, it's like, yeah, you could absolutely see this. And then, like, they did, like, Anna Kendrick as Amy, which actually sounded really good, too.
Oh my god.
Like, you could do some really good stuff with it. My question is, when they bring in Tails in Sonic 2, are they
would do it too.
Thing is, are they going to? Yeah, he would. But are they going to keep? I don't remember her name. The name of the game, Tails, because it is her. What they did at the end of the Sonic movie, it's the voice actors from the games. Like, are they going to keep her, or are they going to cast someone else? I beat it.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
That's it.
Samama Nick.
Alright. This music...
Knuckles.
Yeah, the music that's playing here is the original Sonic 3 credits theme from the prototype and the PC version.
Ooh.
I like how in Knuckles' story, you bring the Master Emerald back on the island, and then it just straight up floats into space.
That's just vibes. That's just how it is sometimes.
Yeah.
That really is just how it be.
Alright. This is the credits theme that I made some changes to. Or one change. It's based on both the Sonic 3 complete, or Sonic 3 C, I should say, beta version of the staff roll, and the Sonic and Knuckles combined, because they had to extend it to do the Angel Island Revisited credits.
That's still sweet, though.
So in this one, the medley goes Angel Island, then it's Hydrocity, and then Mushroom Hill, which isn't in the Sonic 3C.
That sounds sweet.
Oh, I just realized the chat that I had up this whole time was from the previous stream. So I haven't seen any of the chat messages.
Oh, don't worry.
Okay, here we are. Music composers. Brad Buxer, Bobby Brooks, Daryl Ross, Jeff Grace, Doug Grisby III, Sirocco Jones, and Howard Drawson. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, all I put in the chat was a worm playing the saxophone.
Of course.
The classic. He's playing Sonic music.
It's really good. The new mix that DJ Spin Dash put together sounds so cool. Dancing time. You know, Sandopolis was always my least favorite of all the zones, but I like it now because it has so many giant rings. So
oh, yeah.
it's good to get it's a good stage to get the emeralds in.
Honestly, I'm the person who doesn't like ocean stages.
No, I understand.
I tend to be bad at them.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. So they do use Sky Sanctuary at the end, but it's for the Angel Island Revisited credits. And then what I did was change the very end. In DJ Spin Dash's version, it's the Sonic and Knuckles theme, but I changed it to the Sonic 3 theme. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
Sonic.
I love the and Knuckles meme so much.
It's great. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles.
And Knuckles.
And then Tails waves.
Tails is so epic. Well, I just got 33 diamonds in Minecraft.
Sick.
Because I kept some diamond veins so I could mine them out for Fortune 3, which I got from having a villager just switch books over and over and over.
Uh-oh.
Sega.
Oh.
My dad is talking to Caesar.
Alright. So, let's take a look. Sonic and Tails, total clear. Knuckles, total clear. Tails, total clear. Sonic, total clear. Knuckles and Tails, total clear.
Nice.
I love Sonic 3.
It's just nice.
Alright. I think I've pretty much completed... I mean, I guess all I have left that I haven't done on this is... I mean, besides, like do a lot of time trials, is complete all of the achievements. I don't
even do time trials anyway.
I don't
even bother.
Yeah, I know. I have 4 achievements I haven't done. One is reach a score of 1,000,000 points in a single act. One is defeat an underwater enemy by electrocution, which is when you, use an electric shield in water, and it goes like whoosh, and if an enemy is like really close by it, it gets destroyed. Open 18 monitors in Mushroom Hill Zone Act 1 with Knuckles. Which I'd have to like cross-reference a map to like determine the route for that. And then same with this, free 35 animals in Flying Battery Zone before the boss, which I'd also have to look at a map for.
Annoying.
I have done stuff like that before. I have
yeah, but that's a sort of free time thing.
Yeah, like enter or collect 6 giant rings in Marble Garden Zone Act 1 in a single run without dying in between. Like, I've done that. Collect all 50 rings in the snowboarding section of Ice Cap Act 1. Get through Launch Base Zone Act 2 without touching any water. That one was actually kind of easy. Yeah. The achievements are really cool. But you have to do some of them, or else, then otherwise, because doing those unlock the secrets. So level select you actually unlock by doing it like you would in the original game. Sonic Drop Dash is your first one. Knuckles and Tails, Peel Out, Debug Mode, Blue Sphere. So actually, I want to show you max control Sonic. Let's go to... What's a good... I don't know. I guess... I'll just show it off at Angel Island. I love the fast-forwarding cutscenes. So we have Sonic here, and then you can do the Insta-Shield and Spin Dash, and then you can do the Super Peel Out, complete with new sound effects, and lastly, the Drop Dash. And actually something that's really cool, which I will use the normal game for, is when you go hyper, you can, like, if you're high enough in the air, you can use your air dash to go down and then hold it for the drop dash. So you can, it looks really sick. I'll see if I can like, get that really quick. Okay. So here I'm hyper. Boom. I love that. Being able to use your dash down, and then
There he goes.
combined with the holding down the button for the drop dash, it's just epic.
Sonic vibes, Sonic vibes.
You have to be high enough in the air to do it right, though. And also, as hyper, your drop dash, like, does, like, extra damage to the enemies on the ground around you, like Knuckles, when he glides into a wall. And of course, you can cancel your hyper at any time, which is really convenient for like long stretches of like cutscenes and stuff. And also, if you're like getting low on rings and you want to be able to use your rings and turn back into normal, you can do that. Also, the peel out is just that, which is also how it was in Sonic Mania. What's underrated, I think, is the way that a lot of these Act 2 tracks are, like, very different from their first act, but yet are based on, like, the same, you know, musical ideas. That makes me I think it's very cool. Also, this Angel Island Act 2 music is really reminding me of Ultimate Flash Sonic. Do you remember Ultimate Flash Sonic?
No, I do not.
Should I play Ultimate Flash Sonic? Should that be the next thing I do right now?
Absolutely.
I will do so. Alright, let me switch.
I would like to know.
Let me switch over.
I would like to know the funny reference.
Okay, how best to do this? Without being weird. Oh, no. Okay, let's change this. Let's add browser. Okay, I have to... Wait, is this how this works? Oh, no, I have to do window. Yay! Live OBS stuff. Window capture.
That is a very loud, constant beep, and I have no idea where it's coming from.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it just stopped, but... And it's happening again. That's somewhat concerning.
You might wanna...
Oh, it's coming from downstairs. My dad's doing something. I'm just gonna close that door.
Alright. Yeah,
I think it might be because last night the house was smelling like burnt rubber, which was not a good thing at all.
where? Let's play it on frickin' Newgrounds. Let's do it.
Newgrounds.
Adobe Flash is blocked? What the fuck? Run it.
Why? That's
Run,
dumb.
run Flash. Ask first. Why are you... Run Flash, thank you. Collapse. Oh. Oh my goodness, it's so small. Wow, look how small that is. Alright, I'm gonna have to zoom in. There we go. Alright. Now, will you let me... Here we are. There we go. So, this is Ultimate Flash Sonic. This is...
Okay.
iconic. Go buy Sonic Advance 2 now. The best game ever created. Oh my god. What a throwback. You can play as Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, or Cream. You can also unlock Amy.
You can play as Cream. That's sweet.
Let's try Sonic. See, here we are.
Sun the Hedge.
This is the best Sonic Flash game of its day. And see, it's using the Angel Island Act 2 music. So I will always associate that music not only with Angel Island Act 2, but with Ultimate Flash Sonic.
I feel like I'm being enlightened at Plato's school.
I'm pretty sure there's like bonuses and stuff on this, but I don't remember them. It's been too long. Gotta say, this is really impressive with all of these Sonic Advance 2 sprites. Jesus. Oh, Flash is ending in December 2020? What?
Seriously? What?
That's why
Adobe
browsers...
Flash?
Yeah.
What? How?
I don't know. But, like, browsers are no longer going to support it.
Adobe isn't updating it after December 2020.
What?
That hurt so badly. Oh my god, hold on.
I forget, is this just this one stage? Or, like, this one zone? I don't think so. It might just be, though.
I think that messed up my Discord audio.
Oh.
So I left and came back.
So what?
Oh. Oh.
He goes, this is sweet.
Isn't it? Like, imagine playing this on the internet in, like, 2005.
God.
It's pretty good.
Like, it is. That's the thing. That's sweet.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
as far as Flash games go, like, not even Flash games, just in general, this looks nice.
Yeah.
Also, I really wish spooky Minecraft noises would just stop happening. I don't like spooky Minecraft noises. I want to hear Sonic noises, and I want to hear bees.
Dude, this was so hard as a kid, and now it's so easy. Is that it?
I honestly, I was so bad at video games when I was little, I don't know how I beat some of the games that I played.
Yes, there is a second zone. That's right. Like, look at this shit. Like, it's so good.
That's sweet. now I'm sad when I think about how Flash isn't going to be a thing soon.
I know. So enjoy this while we can. I'm sure they'll make Flash emulators and stuff.
Yeah, still though. It's upsetting.
Oh my god, it's these freaking things. Thing is, I never played the advanced games growing up, but I played this. So I think that kind of counts.
Honestly, this is... In terms of quality, this is nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm having trouble believing this is a Flash game.
It's very well done. Can you believe that this thing is made on the same thing that animated My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
God.
There we go. Like, these layouts are all, like, deep in my memory.
My Little Pony's so weird because it was such a cultural phenomenon, and I think I watched maybe 5 minutes of it.
It's very good.
It just didn't hold my attention, which, honestly, I'm kind of glad about.
I want to, like... I mean, because the show's over now, but it was, like, 9 seasons or something crazy like that, right?
Yeah,
I only watched...
I remember when it was ending, I saw a bunch of stuff about how it was ending.
Yeah. I remember, all I watched were season 1 and 2, and, like, the first half of season 3, before I lost interest. But, it's good stuff. Especially season 1. I love season 1 still.
I currently have a Minecraft chicken farm with 1 chicken.
Jesus. Well, the physics in this are not great. But it is also an ice... But it is also an ice level, so... Now I'm starting to remember, like, why this was so hard for little me.
For baby you.
Stuff that you would play on Flash on Newgrounds as a kid. You know, like this, the Impossible Quiz, like...
Oh my god, the Impossible Quiz.
We should play that next. I'll play that. I'll bring that up next.
I'm just gonna get secondhand anger from it.
I tried replaying it recently, and I went. I can't beat it. I've never beaten it, but I've gotten pretty far.
I have beaten it before.
Sonic got Truff, Act 2. Dude, this walked so Sonic Mania could run.
Minecraft farming while watching Max play Sonic. Sonic Flash. What is Sonic?
No, dude.
Flash games.
How the fuck? Oh, you have, like, no invincibility frames either.
Ew.
That's nice. This walked so Sonic Mania could run. No, dude.
I read Egg Bomber as Egg Boomer. I read it as Boomer.
B-17 Boomer. Yay. Is it just these 2 levels? I have a feeling it's just these 2 levels. I could be wrong, though. Yep, it is.
The thing is, I don't want to expect more because then I'll be disappointed.
Sonic Run 2 works only with Sonic. Okay, I don't know what that means. Thanks for playing.
Well, if it says works only with Sonic, that might just mean that they have other characters, but it only really
Sonic Run
works.
2. What does this mean?
Sonic runs a second time.
If you beat this with like every character, whoa! If you beat this with every character, like I think you unlock like Amy and stuff, but I don't want to do that. Oh, I see. So it unlocks the Sonic Advance 1 style running.
Ooh.
The Naruto run.
Naruto run.
Okay. Alright. So now it is time for the Impossible quiz.
Impossible. This pissed me off so badly. I feel like part of the reason I did end up beating it a few times was because of how angry it got me.
Here we are. I'm glad that they turned Newgrounds into ad-free, because for a long time, it was a mess.
Oh yeah, I remember playing the Impossible quiz back when it wasn't.
Here we are. Yo, it has music?
Yeah, did you not know that? That's always been there. That's always been a thing.
What? I've literally never played this game with music before. I've only ever played it with sound effects. What?
Yeah, it had music.
Oh, I see. See, look. I've never had the music on before. That's wild. I love this. Wait, I want to make sure that... Yeah, this is still coming up, yeah.
Matchbox, no, but a tin can.
Shallots. It's here, right? Yeah. No, dude.
Shallots.
Fatang. Oh, a
Shallots.
torch. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hammer time. Boggy. You know what? I'm just gonna die here and then start again. Okay. Hello. They can barely hear you.
ASMR.
What? Alright, I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna turn music off.
The Impossible quiz.
I'm gonna turn the music off. Does it change, or is it just gotta fly now the whole time?
It's usually the same answer, right, for everything.
No, I mean the music.
Oh.
Is the music gotta fly now the whole time?
I'm pretty sure it's the same music. I don't know, I get too busy getting mad at it.
I remember figuring out some of these for the first time and like how good they made me feel.
I mean, even when I got them, I was just upset.
Can you explain? I mean, do some of these like actually make sense? Like, save changes to Untitled Bran. What does that mean? I don't know, but it's the correct answer.
So what I was trying to say earlier when I rushed speaking was Adobe is ending Flash support in 2020, so that's why a lot of browsers are discontinuing it.
December 2020, yeah.
Why did I have to make 2 bookshelves in Minecraft just now? I don't know why I did that.
Baby sham and human feces. Elephants don't like mice. If you press this button, it's game over. Alternatively, click this one to carry on. What do you call a wingless fly? A walk. Can you get this question right? Of course not. Mary Rose sat on a pin. Mary Rose. I like that one. No, dude. What? No, I don't want the music on. Shut up.
Jason.
Some of these answers, like, some of these I don't remember.
Really?
Go to youarenidiot.com. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You'll get a virus.
Isn't there sometimes red, sometimes blue? Isn't that a website?
Yeah.
Sometimes red.
I mean, there is a
Right now it's red.
there's a website. You know the "Take Me to a Useless Website" thing?
No.
Oh, "Take Me to a Useless Website" is pretty much it's somewhat of an archive. It's where you press a button and it takes you to one of those like funny websites.
It's is it .org? .com? Is it still
I
around?
don't know. I mean, you could probably Google it.
The useless web. Here we are.
Search "Take Me to a Useless Web."
That's the finger. Oh, okay.
Just look up "Take Me to a Useless."
Oh my
Website.
goodness. This is fantastic. Whoa. So it's all just like fun, it's like jokes like these.
Like,
Bury me with my
back
money.
for me. I figure out how to. Hold on, I'm just gonna leave and come back to the stream.
What? You're
Oh, here we go. Yeah, now it's
every day I'm hustling.
Yeah, "Take Me to a Useless Website" was my favorite thing just years ago. I would just spend hours just going to these websites.
I'm so confused. All right, that's enough of that. Torch.
Yeah, so, yeah, it has a lot of
So,
repeats. But
what will Ace Attorney Online do
What do you mean?
when Flash and support?
Does it run on Flash?
The audio does.
the audio will probably just need to get a new host.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the whole thing. I was like, wait, no.
They are trying to work it out right now.
That's nice though.
Isn't there a sequel series to MLP that's like starting?
I have no idea.
Jason. Of course not. Mary Rose, Cylindrical Adventures, Bridge, Afro. Okay, which 42 is it?
It's the third or the fourth one, if I remember correctly.
From the bottom?
It's the 42nd 42.
Is it? Oh,
yes,
geez.
it's the 42nd 42. I
Okay.
remember that.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Got it.
Go on, cool math games.
Bridget makes everyone Tom Cruise. Alright.
It's the 42nd 42.
Yeah. Do you remember which Wingdings answer it is?
Which Wingdings answer?
Yeah.
No. Again, it's been years.
Let's do this. Wingdings translator. Do people even use Wingdings anymore?
Tom Cruise.
Use all caps for Gaster's language. No, dude. Undertale. Wait. Oh, I didn't think this through carefully enough. You can't copy. Damn. All right, I don't know which one it is. Nice. Okay.
Would anyone else spend hours on cool math games?
Yes. Not hours, but just in class. I would do cool math things.
Okay, this whole thing about the 108, 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42, I don't know what this is.
Remember like the Kick Reindeer games?
Blue, red,
Or
blue,
like,
yellow.
like Kick Santa or something?
No.
I remember Hot Dog Bush. Marmite, but Pa might not. Shanghai? No, about 20 centimeters off the ground. What is it? Blue, red, blue, yellow?
Yes, blue, red, blue, yellow. I'll remember if you need to.
Look, Count Dracula. 1. Shepherd's Pie. Oh, shoot the laser.
I'm a fire and
Nice.
yeah, blue, red, blue, yellow. Blue, red, blue, yellow.
What is this one?
Time is
Oh, thumbs up. It's Thimple. Click the moth. What are chicken McNuggets made of? Tasteless white filth. Click.
That's the tubby custard and cheese.
Oh. A big hairy arsonist. Oh. Petting the cat. I'll go to Hot Dog Bush after this one. Lol 69. I get that now.
So,
My dog's
why
got
did
no...
they switch out Maggie's chopsticks for a fork in the TNT localization?
I don't know.
Do they?
Look on Discord on voice chat.
Oh, with the search in the dark? Where's the... Oh, here it is. How many
It seems
questions?
like the most useless change. It's like a 4 kids change.
It is. It's so dumb.
Deja vu? I'm gonna lose this one. I don't remember. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I'll just do Hot Dog Bush next. Addicting games. Oh, Imaginary Buddy. Interactive Buddy. No, I don't have it disabled. Hello?
Next thing, it's gotta be the Butts Live.
I mean, I could. Interactive Buddy, that's it. Allow flash. Okay.
Adobe Flash.
Here we
Rest
go.
in peace. In the
Here we are. Hot Dog Bush.
It's gonna break because Flash is no longer,
Holy
playable.
what? Hold on, I oversteeped this because I'm an idiot.
Also, I don't have my pop filter on.
Well, I didn't see the Discord. Hold on. Oh wow.
Is it just me, or is English class just repeating the same thing over and over and over again?
English class didn't make sense to me until like junior year of high school when we actually started talking about things that like mattered. All right, let's do this.
Why are you playing Hot Dog Bush?
Because it's good.
Hot Dog Bush.
This is so fun. All right. It's been a long time since I've done this. Okay.
Hot Dog Bush. Wait, shit! I'm so dumb.
You good?
Sounds like something was happening with this dog or something. So changing out Maggie's chopsticks for a fork is so 4 kids level at.
This one's so hard.
It's supposed to rain all week.
It already rained this morning for me.
Also, the clouds are right at my window, so I can't see anything outside my.
Oh, jeez. This is so intense. Oops. No, dude.
So, if you guys have an opinion, what do you think of all the Disney parks being closed?
I don't even know because I haven't gone to Disney parks in so long.
Uh,
'Cause I feel like it's just a thing going on, you know, coronavirus, just waiting for everything to stop.
Yeah.
I just know this. Disney's in.
I'm gonna miss these guys. No, dude, I missed them.
You know, nothing's more American than hot dogs.
Except not having
Just not a
healthcare.
hot dog.
What?
Except not having healthcare. We're doing fine here in the good old US of A. Your game will start after this message. No, dude. I just want to play Interactive Buddy. Alright. I have it. I have it. Run, Flash. Come on. I swear, if it makes me watch another ad. No. Thank you.
It was for a while.
Here it is.
Trials and Tribulations.
Yeah.
Interactive Buddy.
Also, has anyone him has anyone done a demo of him actually singing that song?
Who?
During that part in Trials and Tribulations.
Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Wait, are you talking about No Motive, No Crime?
Yeah.
Has anyone done that? Like, has anyone done a dub of that yet?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't go with the music.
Yeah, that's true.
Tickle, tickle, tickle,
You
tickle.
have to make up a song for him.
And then this is like the original, like, Cookie Clicker. Not really, but, you know. Whack, 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 whack. Am I gonna get taken down because of violence?
Yes.
Oh, wait, no, that's a Twitch thing.
They're gonna demonetize you.
Yeah, all of the no money that I'm making.
I think I still think it's really funny that Captain Sparkles has to say demonetize instead of die, or else he'll get demonetized.
Oh my goodness.
It's so funny.
Just because
I'm
he's
about to out
just
myself.
because he's like making children's content technically.
Yeah, and I mean he's been like one of the Minecraft YouTubers who doesn't really swear.
Yeah.
This is my most iconic video, or my most viewed video of all time, and I'm not.
What is it? Sonic.exe break my mind.
All right, let's buy some new items.
It has 178,638 views.
Molotov cocktails, infants, wide nozzle hose. All right, explosives.
Need to make some more funny audio memes.
Molotov cocktails.
Someone say DuckTales.
The lag. The lag. God powers. Fireballs.
So apparently they added a new DuckTales game to Epcot.
I love DuckTales.
A DuckTales game?
Like it's like a little like micro like scavenger hunt, but like it's digital on your phone.
Oh! It's like what? It was the Kids Possible one originally.
It replaced
Or
that.
Kim Possible, and then
Harry the Platypus.
then they did a Phineas and Ferb one.
And now it's DuckTales.
Infants. Are you a member of DeviantArt.com? If so, click here to leave a comment or add this to your favorites. Wait, I want to see. Does this still take me to?
DeviantArt sucks.
Dude, it was originally on DeviantArt. Dude, published October 3rd, 2004. 5 million views, 13 today. Wow. This was originally on DeviantArt. That's wild. Also, this infant is frightening.
Remember the reason why I download or recorded that Anything to Win animation? It's because it would only play if Flash is enabled, and since it's shutting down, I just thought might as well archive.
Oh my god. Bill Gates, Republican and Democrat. It's what is that? Bush. I think it's Bush and Kerry. It's Bush and Kerry. Let's buy Napoleon.
That's how old this is.
Yeah.
Hey, it doesn't have Yandere dub.
Oh my god.
What?
I hate this so much.
The freaking. Oh Jesus! All right. Well, we're not gonna do that.
What have we stumbled across?
Oh my goodness.
What did he stumble across?
This is good for making money. Actually, the fist is fun. Because you can go like, whack, whack. And you move it with your mouse. Oh, this is so fast. This makes money. See, this is teaching, this is teaching, classist capitalism. You know, keeping people in their classes to, improve profit. The sort of things that we do when we are forced to stay indoors. Rubber balls, bowling balls, medieval flail. Let's go. Let's make some more money.
No, this is the third time I've gone back to my Minecraft house to get a bucket of water. Forgot what I was coming over to do, and then went back without the bucket of water.
Ooh, strong gravity. How about, what else have I got? Here's my medieval flail. Ooh, it makes $1 every time. Very nice.
This is such a game.
I know.
Like, somebody put effort into this. Someone at least put time into it.
And plenty of people put time into playing it, myself included. Interactive buddy.
My favorite thing back in the day was watching people just play this having no idea what it was.
Really?
The image that I just sent you isn't an official licensed Ace Attorney product.
I'm afraid of what you've sent.
No, dude.
Not a fan.
I haven't.
Not a fan.
Where? Where did you send it?
Not a fan.
I sent it
In
to
my
his
DM,
DMs.
unfortunately.
I'll send it to you if you want.
No,
You
you know
don't
what?
want it.
You know what?
You don't want it.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
Yeah, that's a good decision to make.
That's an official Ace Attorney licensed product.
Not a fan.
Bouncy balls. Oh my god, they're on fire. Fiery bouncy balls. It's not making me any money. Oh, jeez. Bowling balls, though. Ooh. This kind of novelty is so bizarre.
I think I just found the never-ending coal vein in Minecraft.
Are you in the mine?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we back in the mine.
Swinging our pickaxes
From
side to
side to
side.
side.
You know what's funny is like everyone's like, "Oh, I remember listening to this as a kid," and I'm like, I don't.
I do.
I
You're
never,
a loser then.
I never played Minecraft.
Really?
The blasphemy.
Yeah. Well, I think my friend.
I
think
was
my
my
f-
shit when I was little.
I think my friend.
I found a lot of Minecraft
in-
YouTubers either too annoying or too loud.
I.
And Jordan, I mean, he still makes videos. I was watching one of his videos earlier today.
Hey guys, we got a new emote.
New emote? I'm afraid it
Oh?
better not be. But I
That's-
think it. Oh, it's this. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
All right. Now for the exciting stuff. A pistol, a stun gun for self-defense. Usually. Oh, I can't buy exploded mouse yet. See that's the whole.
Oh, that reminds me. Today I want to go to my school to paint the rock just in case someone's done something to it.
Mm.
Yeah. And I remember that because whenever I get in the car to do that, I always put on Turnabout Musical.
There's the stun gun. 600,000 volts, but it's this sound effect.
That's the glitch sound effect at the end that just works. It just works.
It just works.
I just love it.
Todd Howard. I'm still thinking about, I don't remember which E3 it was. It was the one where Todd Howard, he said, "I know why you're all here." And then one of the audience members went, "Todd Howard."
Yeah.
Because
Peggle
I-
2!
76 for sure.
Yeah, because I remember I was nearly falling asleep during E3 just waiting for Todd Howard to appear. And so was my friend.
That was before Bethesda ruined their reputation. At least for good.
Fallout 76 Battle Royale.
Call out 76.
I remember watching the E3. I'm like, did they just pay the audience to scream?
The best
Probably.
the best part
Please
about
clap.
the best part about the Fallout 76 Battle Royale is that it was one of many things predicted by the Sonic 06 fan dub,
Oh, yeah.
including the only Sonic movie this year.
Well, its development was known for a long time.
All right, here we go. Pistol.
You just... Holy
Actually-
crap, it's like 5 p.m.
Yeah. I haven't
I
eaten.
feel like just time just didn't pass for a little while.
Don't tell anyone. I have literally not eaten at all today.
Oh, don't worry. I've had a couple of sunflower seeds and like 3 pots of tea.
Okay, Edgewood.
It's not Edgeworth related. It's just tea.
Ready?
It just happens sometimes. It just works.
Can we just talk about how different Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright was in the trailer compared to the final game?
Yeah.
I love it though.
Because that first trailer is was a concept.
Yeah.
I'm honestly like obviously they shifted the story around. What?
It's 2 days until I get to bully my dog.
Oh my god! Look at how much money I'm making.
It's almost March 15th. I think I just ruined a chair. Oh fuck! I just ruined a chair. Actually, no. That's gonna come out in a while.
What, did you pee your pants or something?
I said it's just water, so no, I did not pee my pants.
Dude, this must be why war makes so much money. Look at all that. Look at how fast it's going. I'm like an oil baron up in this. I'm like
the U.S. government's
I'm like a
inspiration.
lobbyist right now, making money, resulting
New
in
Sonic Game Leak, guys. New Sonic Boom Game Leak in the voice chat.
that's not legit.
Shut up.
Sonic
Shut up.
Sonic Boom is done. Sonic
That
Boom
would
is
have happened
over.
at the Sonic Boom show, though. That would have happened if the Sonic Boom show was made right now.
Yes. I still have not watched it, but like I know it's good.
You have to. It's so self-aware.
I know.
It is.
I hear it's like mediocre, but its jokes are funny. Like the show itself isn't
it's
good.
mediocre, but the jokes are just pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know how to make a grindstone. I need to look that up in the recipes.
Magical orb. Oh, I have just enough for the radio. Let's put on the radio. Let's see what's playing.
Wait, have I
This might be a
shown my
bad idea.
pictures of modding the trilogy yet on the server?
I think you showed the one with Apollo Justice.
How the fuck
Well,
did you
here's
make
the
it so
one when I
good?
put GBA Maggie into the trilogy.
The sprite!
Whoa. That's fun. Fire hose.
But you see, I only changed that one frame of the animation, so...
Shotgun. Oof. You only get money the first time you shoot him.
Ooh.
So you have to like shoot the other things into him.
So, older Emma went back to the original trilogy timeline and broke the...
Whoa, that looks really good.
It's so... Emma's just awesome. I just really like Emma.
Emma's good.
I need to figure out how to edit this sprite reading.
Find new modes? Low gravity, NES style movement? What in the world is this? This is interesting. Machine gun. Oh, I don't like that.
So, what's your favorite song in Turnabout Musical?
Battle of Wits.
Good pick. Good.
Really?
No.
You
Well,
love it?
no, it's not my favorite, but I enjoy singing along with it very often.
Honestly, the reason for me saying anything to win is because the line "if justice is blind, then I will guide her" is so raw. And I still haven't I don't think I've recovered from the first time I heard it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's such a good line just by itself.
Well, for the live version, because of I forgot his name, but the dude playing Manfred just
Nate.
makes Nate.
Yeah.
That just makes me love that version of the song more than the original.
So good.
He is a fantastic Manfred von Karma.
Amazing.
I noticed it's like
Anything that
musical
matters.
tradition to screw up the
Insects.
beginning of the Justice for All reprise.
What?
What?
They made the same mistake Joel did by starting the reprise a little bit early. So like he
Oh, yeah,
got to
I
say
know
the
what you're talking
first
about.
word and then cuts himself.
Yeah. No, getting the timing on some of that stuff is tricky. If you're unless you're like us and we've literally just like listened to it nonstop for years, and we just
Every
know
song
when the
has
timing starts.
Lines in the wrong part of a line.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's just a mood. Alone is the one thing, like, when I'm just kind of going through it, I'm like, fuck off.
What?
Alone, because the tempo always messes me up.
Oh.
For me, my favorites were Justice for All, Who Killed Gregory Edgeworth, and Tomorrow Out.
Tomorrow Would Last, as Archer and I have been saying since we first listened to it, it's the one day more of Turnabout musical.
Oh, 100%. That was the intent. Of course.
So it took like 4 or 5 tries before it actually got like to the point that it was in the musical.
Yeah. Basically, I believe who wrote the lyrics originally? I think it was Penfilath.
No, it wasn't Sarah.
Penfilath, I think, was the first one to do the take on it, and then it got Sarah Toronto worked on it some. I think it was just them, and it was called Tomorrow's Trial, and then Lizzie Denning did the
I like
first
the
version.
First version of Tomorrow's Trial, but not the second one.
Yeah, Lizzie Denning did the first version, and then I don't remember who did the second. But then there was the second, and then they were like, yeah, we got to fix this. And then Sarah came in, and Sarah Shope came in and just rewrote the whole thing and fixed it.
Then there was the rough mix, and then the final, then the live.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The rough mix, I should say, I mean, was never meant to be released originally. They just did that.
So was it a leak?
I don't think so. I don't think it wasn't a leak. It was just a matter of like motivation on working on the project was low, and so they released it to see like if there was any interest in actually finishing the whole thing, and there was. But the rough mixes are like the versions of these songs that weren't on the highlight CD, where they were in the mix state around early 2014.
I'm glad Matthew Toronto redid his lines in Tomorrow at Live.
Yeah, my guess is he had both. Like they probably had both, and then the rough take was they tried one version, and the other one they tried the other. I mean, because most of this stuff that is in, like, almost every recording except for I think Dawn of a New Trial that's in the soundtrack was done before like 2013.
And what happened to like the original demo of Dawn of a New Trial?
It's not done.
Just that opening part.
Yeah. Matthew recorded it a few weeks before. I don't know a lot of the details, just mostly little stuff that I don't really know how much I can share. But I think the idea was that Lucia was going to also record Dawn of a New Trial like a few weeks before the soundtrack release. But for various reasons, she was not able to. So that's why they got in Ari. And then they're like, okay, whenever Lucia can record it, then we'll do that. And she hasn't done it yet, but it's not like she'll never do it. Like there's a lot of stuff going on with her and just in general in life. So we're not saying it'll never happen. There's you know, but it's not a priority at any given point to make it happen. You know, it's just whenever Lucia is ready and wants to and is able. Yeah. But for all intents and purposes, the demo with Ari is the final, or you can take that sort of as the closest that we have.
Instrumental too.
Exactly, the closest that we have right now to that. I think I'm done, honestly, for the stream.
Okay. Are you gonna stay on VC?
Yeah, I think I will. But anyway, thanks
I'm
for
playing Minecraft.
thanks for coming in on YouTube. This has been fun, and take care of yourself. Things suck, but they won't always suck. See you later.